is going on, dudes?
What's up, guys?
Hey, Ryan, Jeff, and Kayla.
Hey, guys.
Welcome back, Kayla. Hello, El Padrino. Saw you in here. You got in real quick, like 10 minutes ago. So I went to launch the stream and go live. That's when he hopped in. It like queues up the stream, and you can sort of like hang out beforehand. And then all of my devices failed, so I had to restart my computer. And here we are, like 20 minutes later. But it's up. What's up, Edwin? Welcome to the stream, dudes. Thanks for hanging around and waiting on us. And I realized in all that nonsense, I forgot to fucking grab my phone charger. Early night, and I'm already fucking everything up.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
I don't appreciate the saucy language.
Right?
There's a lady present.
Oh, Jesus. You're one
Thanks,
of them
Jeff.
Southern guys.
Oh,
I was going to say, who is it? Is it me? Are you sure? I'm such a fucking lady.
One second. I gotta go. 1 minute.
Oh,
Even
shit.
though it's an early night for me, I still have to say, I'm celebrating my platinum.
Yeah, did you hear Jeff's escort knocking at the door back there? He's got a hooker showing up. He's like, 1 second, guys.
I
happy
don't think
Thanksgiving
hooker.
to me.
Maybe drugs.
I'm going to just clean
He
up.
gets his drugs from a hooker that turns him down.
I don't know what's going on, but I just had to get pizza.
Yeah,
Domino's.
Pizza.
What is good for pizza around your area, Jeff?
What chain or?
Yeah, like
No,
where's,
like,
where's the
what
sweet
place?
sauce pizza
Any place.
at, Jeff?
So we have a place down here that's like, well, the college kids go called Momo's, and they serve like slices that are like 2 foot long slices.
Oh, that's
It's
fucking
like their
awesome.
big, claim to fame. And then the chain I like the best down here is Hungry Howie's for like regular chain restaurant pizza.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what that is. Hungry Howie.
It sounds like a place you get molested as a kid.
It does sound like they have like a clown as their
That's in the secret
mascot.
menu. You gotta specifically ask for that.
Yeah, right. Off menu item.
But
The
that place is really
sexual
good.
assault.
It's kind of like a step up from like Little Caesars, where like Little Caesars, the whole thing is like $5 hot and ready. It's
Yeah,
kind of
but
like
there's,
that.
Sauce
It's
on
only
Little
warm
Caesars.
diarrhea.
Ugh.
It's superior to like Domino's and Pizza Hut and shit.
So I used to hate Domino's, but Domino's stepped their game
No,
up.
they did not. No, they did
Oh,
not.
they did
You
out here.
animal. No,
They did out
It's
here.
a national chain with one recipe.
No, they stepped their
But no,
game
her
up here.
specific one.
Yeah.
It's
They were like,
only
"We're
the
gonna
one
break the
specific
mold."
one.
We're going to break the mold. We're not listening to any of Domino's.
They added an
rules.
extra
Fuck 'em.
O to the name.
Yeah, Domino's.
They really stepped it up, guys.
You're like,
Those extra
yeah,
O's.
hey
really
guys,
help.
let's not put the shit seasoning on this one. Let's change it up.
Yeah. Let's not put that dust that makes everybody shit their pants on it.
And then
Yeah.
Pizza Hut, believe it or not, I don't like Pizza Hut pizza, but I like their breadsticks.
You are a godless heathen.
What up,
You're
Mitch?
talking about Domino's being good, but you won't eat Pizza Hut. Who is
No, I
who
don't
is
like
the Lord
Pizza
and
Hut pizza.
our Lord and Savior stuffed crust pizza? Shut your goddamn mouth.
No, Little
What up,
Caesars
Mitch?
has really good stuff for pizza.
What's up,
actually.
Joe Boo? I didn't
Oh,
know
no,
Little
that pizza
Caesars
sucks.
actually started doing that.
We
No,
have
I
a place
don't.
down here too called Munchies, which does deep dish pizzas with stuffed crust. That was really good.
Ooh, have you guys ever had like what is it? I forget what kind of pizza it is. It's like
There's
a
a-
DiGiorno croissant bread pizza. It is the best. Like make it yourself pizza, like in an
That's
oven.
that's like a new
Like-
thing they just started doing.
It's fucking bomb.
Excuse me, Jesus.
But
Yeah,
You
DiGiorno
can't
also
breathe
has,
underwater,
um,
Spencer.
Just saw the commercial
deep
for that.
dish. Right up. That's up.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I stopped. Sorry.
It's good. Go ahead.
I'm so used to you not fucking being here.
Oh my god. Stabbed to the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was, dude,
I was
I'm
having
sorry.
such a great time last week.
Yeah, right. Jeff listened to all my neuroses right before he left, as I was like, "Oh God, dude, what am I gonna do on my own?" And then I streamed on my own. I was like, "Oh, this is fucking great! It's working awesome! Like everybody's still showing up." I guess it wasn't.
I didn't
Jeff.
need him at all.
Yeah, like immediately.
The Jeff was in me all along.
I get a pink slip. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
doesn't
pink
take-
slip me up.
Doesn't take much to foster this ego. What's up, Benjamin Soto? Welcome back, man. Good to see you.
Dude.
You get your copy of City of Rot. It's drawn by Vince Rush.
Yeah. Having to redraw the whole thing.
Just pure spite. That is hilarious.
Okay, right
So-
now in the Tyson Jones fight, there was a rapper putting on a way too long rap song instead of just letting the fight go on.
A rapper? Isn't it Lil Wayne that's performing tonight?
No, it's not Lil Wayne. I don't know who this guy is.
Lil Wayne is supposed to be performing tonight, so
He might be doing it for Roy
openers.
Jones, and then Lil Wayne comes out later for Tyson.
I
don't know,
guarantee
but-
it's Lil something.
Lil Wayne comes out, he doesn't even rap. He's just like, Mike Tyson better kill this motherfucker.
Nobody's watching this to see some dude perform. Get the fuck off stage, dude.
Jeff, share your screen. Let's see it.
It's on my phone.
Nah.
I mean, I'm watching it on pay-per-view.
Yes. Pay-per-view.
$70. Well worth it.
That fight app. What's it called? Fight Pass or whatever.
Yes.
Plus pizza.
Yes.
I mean, hookers.
There's a pizza place down in Florida in the Orlando area. I think we talked about it before, and I never remember the name of it. But they like put a pizza on top of another pizza, and that's like their whole gimmick. It's not a calzone, it's close to it, but without the ricotta cheese, and they're just putting two pizzas on top of each other instead of folding one in half over
Ooh.
itself. Holy shit, it is the best stoner food in the world, and the cool thing about it is you can get two different pizzas folded over each other.
I love Hawaiian pizza, and everyone thinks I'm gross for it.
So it's like you can get just like, well, you could get Hawaiian pizza and just do like it's two Hawaiian pizzas folded
I
over
would.
each
I'd
other.
be like, I want a Hawaiian with bacon.
or
instead
yeah,
of ham,
or
I
yeah,
want
you could do
bacon.
like I want a Hawaiian pizza regular, and then I want the pizza that's going to be on top of it to be a bacon pizza.
Oh, no.
Hmm.
And they literally they
That is
flip
just
it.
such a stoner item.
Yeah, they flip it upside down and they put it on top of it. And I guess they've been around for decades, but like I think like Pizza Hut got the idea for the pizzone from them because it's literally just that pizza cut into slices. Really weird shit.
They
Well,
tried
yeah.
to buy it from
Good.
them first.
I
The
got
brothers were like,
Tyson.
no way.
So does you and everyone. Unless Tyson's bones are like secretly made of glass and he just hasn't been getting hit during training.
They call me
He's-
Mr. Glass.
Yeah, he's gonna murder. That's the whole thing. Was it's like, oh, it's cool. Like
My defense
like,
was very pregnable this time.
like Jones can land some hits on him and everything. But if Tyson's still packing like a third of what he used to have in his fucking arms, dude, you're gonna get mauled. It was literally like getting hit by a Mack truck. The numbers that dude fucking put out, it's insane. It's
Yeah, he was
fucking
union, too.
scary. What?
What you said, it was like he got hit by a mat truck, the numbers, and I was like, yeah, he's union.
Right? He said he's a eunuch. I was like, what?
He might be with
A
that
eunuch.
voice.
all that testosterone and he's missing
Oh.
nuts.
no.
Now
What
you
up,
know Jeff is
Leo?
all about the union humor.
Yeah, right.
The stream, the pay-per-view is being taken down.
Papa Murphy's stuff
Yeah.
Chicago is no joke. It's not real Chicago, but it's good stuff. That just has a great name too. I feel like that's a big thing with good pizza places. They either have a great name that just sounds like immediately like familiar, or it's the shadiest shit you've ever heard of. Like there was a pizza place near one of the bars one of the like bar clubs we went to when we went down to Orlando the first time. And we went in there and we were like the only white people there. It was just like all Haitians at this club. And it was like, clearly we picked the wrong random club to go to. This is not our crowd. I couldn't even tell you what kind of dancing it was. It's just like everybody was fucking with their clothes on, like on the floor.
Called grinding.
But it was a whole new form of grinding.
I don't know.
were-
That's how like I don't know.
No,
'cause-
we're talking like if you've ever seen those like Jamaican dance parties where
Yeah.
they're
that's
like
like the parties-
suplexing women
okay,
off
Yeah.
the stage.
Spencer,
That's like the-
Spencer, you
that's
just
like
show
the-
us.
that's
Yeah,
like
like
that's like
show
the
us the
parties
best.
that I grew up at.
yeah, I'm gonna have to let me twerk on camera for you real quick. Like it was, dude, it was insane. And one of Beth's friends was like a like professional dancer and everything, and she was like, "Yeah, I don't even know what this is. I don't even want to get in there." And she was the one who was like, "Let's go out to a club and go dancing tonight." I was like, "Oh fuck!" And then we got there. I was like, "Oh, thank God, it's just like something none of us understand. So it's perfect." But we went outside afterwards, and there was this real like a nice place to get stabbed kind of pizza place across the street. Like it did not look good at all. And you walk in there and everything kind of looked unclean and like 15, 20 years older than it should have, including the people. It's like weird. You're like out for like the nightlife in like downtown, like really nice area. And like there's a bunch of like supermodel people walking around going clubbing. And then it's like 80-year-old men running this pizza place.
That's
but
like
it was some of the fucking best pizza I've ever eaten, and the place was just called like Slice Time. It's like, yes,
You gotta
Yeah.
get this old hand grease in the dough to really make it
That's
taste
like-
good.
There's
yeah,
a
it's
place
the
in
flavor
Beverly
from the
that's
old
like
You got a
that.
jar of
guy's
elbow
hands.
grease.
like literally, there's this place in Beverly that's been open forever, and they allow you to drink in there. They're open until like 4:00 in the morning, and
starving
the
to
guy
scream
like
this
it's
guy to me.
two old Italian guys make the pizza. They don't wear gloves. I kid you not, but that pizza is really freaking good. And I swear to God, like it's like
Because all that
they're
flavors
like
in
tied,
their old
they're
Italian
tied-
hair
they're
follicles.
tied to like the mob or something. I'm like, it's always basically empty in there, and they've been in business forever.
What's going on,
like the
Sci-Fi
pizza's
TV
so
for
good.
me?
It's like when you're drunk, you burn your mouth on it. Like it's that kind of pizza. Like you don't care. Like you go there when
Yeah.
you're crashed.
It's like the
They're open
pizzeria
at
from
4 in the
Drive
morning.
that Ron Perlman worked in.
What's up, Sci-Fi TV for me? Or Sci-Fi for me TV, I should say. I'm getting all dyslexic already, and I'm not even drunk. Silver Ogre, welcome to the stream. Jim Cox, welcome to the stream as well. Old Italian lady sweat makes pizza nice. Exactly. It's an
Don't forget to
emulsifier.
spit too.
It's the seasoning.
There used to be a place in Indianapolis. Jesus, Indianapolis. Woo! I am dumb tonight.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, no, I got that one the second time around. Chicago's Pizza. Not sure if the one there is the same one. Great stuff. 45-minute wait in line just to order. Worth it. Hell yeah.
I want to do the Barstool Sports thing.
I
where
was
they
gonna
go
say,
around, try all the different pizza. I'd be so
Mhm.
content doing that.
you know,
like
because we get it like every year. Like we're kind of spoiled, Kayla. But fucking Pepe's around here is probably the best
Oh.
thing to get in Connecticut. And they have one at the casino that's actually as good as the original location. So like, whenever we do
I had-
Terrificon, there's one night where we normally just go get like a fucking. It's the only like coal fire pizza place.
I gotta
Like
bring you
left
to
around here.
Bianchi's.
Their grandfathered in. Jesus.
I just imagine like a black pizza though when you say that, a coal fire. All soot.
Yo, 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 I'm a pizza.
No, it's just the bottom. The
what did I
bottom.
walk into?
The
Racing
bottom
Mickey's
gets
back doing impersonations.
the bottom gets like
Rob,
little
go home.
little black spots, but they're just like little bits of char, and it adds to the flavor. Like it's definitely a distinct pizza, but it's really, really fucking good. And if you like seafood pizzas and stuff, they do a bunch of different shit like that. I don't really like that
Ugh.
shit, but yeah, right.
Duh.
That's exactly what I think.
You can't put those words together.
I really want Bianchi's pizza. Like I gotta go to Revere Beach and get some. I love
Revere
Bianchi's.
Beach.
Yeah. That's like a pizza place. Like if you go there in the middle of the night, you're probably gonna get robbed or stabbed at. But it's
yeah,
all
and
good.
not pizza because
Worth
they're
it for the
probably
pizza.
closed
No, they're open.
in the middle
They're
of the
open.
night.
Yeah, they're open pretty late. They're open late. That Kelly's roast beef. Kelly's is great, but Bill and Bob's.
Kelly's
Bill and
roast beef
Bob's.
is another one of those places with a sign that just looks like it's like 100 years old, and you're like, is this place still open? Like,
And they're always open.
yeah, I think they have one. I think they have a Kelly. Is there a Kelly's like one of the suburbs of Boston?
Yeah, they expanded, but the original one was on Revere Beach.
I'm pretty sure me and Mike went to the one in Boston. I want to say it was in like Everett or something like that.
Yeah, there
I'm
is one.
Too
like,
familiar
by
with
there.
all. I'm not too familiar with all of it out there, but yeah, we went in there, and the sign there, they were like, "Yeah, we're a newer location," and the sign still looked like it was like 40 years old. I was like,
Yep. They
how
kept
the
their
fuck
original
do you
logo.
do this? Like,
They
it
kept
also
their
it's
original
like
logo,
it
yeah.
looks like it's like surrounded by like industrial parks and car dealerships and shit. Like it's the
Yeah,
last
that's in
place you would think
Saugus.
is a restaurant.
That one's in Saugus.
What is up, Page One Comics? Jimmy, welcome to the stream, dude.
I know that Dragon Rage comic.
Hell yeah.
I have to get my hands on that somehow, some way.
Jeff likes how you say dragon,
I
evidently.
was reading. Silver said she's sounding a little bit like Fran Drescher now.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's cool.
Amazing. Oh, are you doing that for his?
I was hanging out on the open mic on page 1 earlier, so I drew Neri from Dragon Rage while we were hanging out.
I love that.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
You can,
Yeah,
I
just a
can, I
quick
love
sketch.
fantasy art and fantasy characters. I can always, like, I feel that the art style, no matter what the art style that's used to convey fantasy,
Did you guys see
it
this when
always
Silver
shows
showed up?
fantasy. What?
I heard
Good
you. I
evening,
heard you.
everyone.
I heard you, Kayla.
No one cares, Kayla.
Of course.
I heard
What's
you,
up?
Kayla.
What's up, Blast Beat?
Kayla's a backer of mine, so I'm going to treat Kayla with the utmost respect.
Hail Frog G, indeed. What
I
is up,
back like
dude?
last minute.
Hey, better than never. Here we
Plus,
go.
I
When
was
I
going
was
to
in
treat
the
you with the
army,
utmost respect anyways. Go ahead.
Oh, well, thank you, Ryan.
he's lying. When I was in the army, I had a homeboy who grew up in Harlem. He got stabbed in the face by a crackhead. It happened before he enlisted. It happens. Oh
yeah, shit
yeah.
happens. Yeah.
What's his name from The Wire and a bunch of shit. Basically, that's what his face scar is from too.
Yeah.
Why
What?
can't I can't think
Omar?
of his name now, and he's like one of my
Mhm.
favorite actors. Yeah, the guy
Omar?
with the giant fucking face scar, Kayla.
Yeah. Omar.
Seal.
I'm talking about his actual name.
Oh,
I know his name.
Oh, shit.
Omar.
No, on the wire. I
Omar.
was like, on the wire. I think talking
Yeah,
about the wire.
Omar.
I'm trying to think
No,
of
his name is Omar
his name.
Dwyer.
Yeah.
I can't think of his
Yeah,
actual
so
name
fucking-
right now.
Dude, you don't even need to
Oh,
throw a
is it
dart.
Michael K. Williams?
You
Yeah.
don't even need
I don't
to
know.
throw,
Jumbo said that. I have no clue who you're talking about. I'm just reading the chat and sounding smart.
you don't even need to throw a dart at this
All right, I'm going
stream
to
to find a
the
clip
comments,
to
hold on.
cancel us.
I've been held at
Omar
knife point a couple of
Dwyer.
times. Yeah, me too. Like,
Holy shit, we are in peak form tonight. I've been held at
I
knife
have
point a
been
couple
too.
of times. Oh
Me
yeah, we've been held at knife point. I mean, like that was like within
Getting
like a
into knife
couple
fights.
months meeting Kayla. I've had a gun put in my face. The guy who put a gun in my face, I told him to shoot us or leave us alone, and he ended up pistol whipping the dude I was with, and then a cop drove by and he booked it into the woods.
The cop.
We had-
He's like, oh, that guy's tough. He just pistol whipped a kid. Cop runs off.
Yeah, right. No, the dude ran into the woods. But we had no clue who he was. He was just a dude in all black wearing a ski mask like a goddamn serial killer, and broke my buddy's jaw. I got to carry my buddy home, Matt P, all covered in blood and spitting teeth everywhere.
this
'cause
happened in
how all your stories end.
where did this happen?
This happened in
What, you know what, though?
Enfield, Connecticut.
I
in
you
Green
know what?
Manor.
I can vouch though. I've been out with Spencer, and I don't know if it's me because I attract crazy situations, but me and
I'm
Spencer,
just
the
a
few
fucking.
times we've been out, there have been crazy ass situations
don't
that we have
have
been roped
the-
into for
I
no
don't
reason.
have the like flight switch. Like I'm that kind of idiot where like most people are like, all right, just do what they say. Like, don't get yourself hurt tonight. I'm like, all right, how are we getting hurt tonight?
I literally,
Yeah.
I had a guy come up, grab me, would not let go of me, go to pull a knife out on me, and I pulled my knife out on him. He was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh, well, my knife's
yeah.
bigger, and I'll use it."
I
It
will
was
say
fucking
too,
crazy.
I will say too, pistol whippings in movies and stuff are not accurate.
Not the same.
They will cave your skull in. Matt's jaw
Bleeding everywhere.
shattered into 3 pieces. So it was literally like the plate in the middle, like his chin plate was basically completely disconnected from his jaw on both sides, and I was holding his face back together, carrying him. Like it was like something out of a goddamn war movie, and we were just like drunk kids.
There are so many stories where Spencer has something like this, and then he follows it up with, "I can't wait for you to come out here and we can go hang out."
Oh, dude,
like,
I was
did
like,
you hear your own story, bro?
We were like 17, and that was literally like walking home at like 3 a.m, and some dude just clearly was trying to rob us.
Going to visit Spencer is like the opening of Saving Private Ryan at D-Day.
And the dude who tried to rob us probably thought we were older. Matt insisted that his uncle eventually found the guy, because Matt's uncle is like a Hell's Angels dude who's now in prison for life. But yeah, the dude was evidently a known guy who liked to rob people in Enfield, but he thought we were older people than we were, and tried to rob 2 teenagers.
I can believe it. You look older for your age, I'd say, Spencer.
Well, yeah, I've been like 6'4", 6'5"
You're like
since I was
giant,
like 15.
yeah.
But that's fitting for that town.
I've been like 64 since I was in high school.
Yeah.
That's fitting for that town being named for a gun and all, so what else would happen there?
And it's right down the road from Springfield, where some of the best guns were
Oh,
made.
nice. Springfield Armories.
And it's weird to me that you,
which
live
ironically
somewhere where
was
someone can
broken
just-
into around the same time.
Oh my God, Blasphemy Industries. I want to go to Boston so bad. The stories about venues like the Rat, the Channel in the Middle East are legendary. They're all fucking true.
Dude, Boston is fucking so rad. We've
you
talked
know
about
what?
it on here. It's like the city that talks shit and loves you at the same time. It's weird.
And then in
Yep.
Salem, like
Everybody
we had
feels like
this.
family. They're like, "Hey, fuck you, homo," and they're like, "You coming over for lunch later?" Like, all right.
Yeah, that's it. I'm telling you, the one thing I miss about when I leave Massachusetts, just in general, is like wherever you go, there's someone that's like, "What the fuck are you looking at, motherfucker?" Or "Fuck you." Like that shit makes my day. It humbles you.
Yeah,
I went to Florida and people were like, "Hi, how are you doing?" I was like, "Wait, what?"
It's almost
why are you
like
being nice to
everybody just
me?
aggressively wants to be noticed in Boston.
Sometimes you want to go where everybody calls you gay.
Yeah, where
Dun,
everybody
dun,
calls
dun.
you names.
Yeah.
Nah, it's
And you're always kind of afraid.
I love it. I
Dun,
thrive over in it. I can't imagine not being a mass.
Oh yeah, me and
every
Mike
time
got
I
there, and I
leave.
was like, "Is it weird that I feel more at home here?" Like that first night at the Airbnb we had. So first off, Airbnb, what's up with your owners? These super rich white people bought a house in a like all Puerto Rican neighborhood in, is it Emerson? Is that where we were staying? It's like another neighborhood that's around Boston, like another suburb, but it's known for being predominantly like Puerto Rican and I think Polish.
Really? It'd probably be more Dominicans. There's more Dominicans in Mass.
Maybe that's what it was then. But either way, it was maybe it was Dominican, but I remember them telling
I
us
grew
like,
up in a Spanish neighborhood.
well that was the whole thing. She was like, it's a very Spanish neighborhood, so just be careful. And we were like, what the fuck? And then like first night I went out at like 1 a.m, and like all of our neighbors are like hanging out on their porches drinking beers and just like talking like it's the middle of the day. And I was like, I fucking love this city. I sat down on the front porch and smoked a joint, and the neighbor like right next door was like, "Yo, you burning?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Can I have some?" Of course. Dude came over, smoked with our neighbor, talked with this dude Jose for like 10 minutes, and then went inside and went to bed. And I was like, I want to move to Boston now. Like that neighborhood, I think it's Emerson. Mike would remember. He's the one who booked the Airbnb. But we ended up just like, as soon as the con was done for the day, we would just go back there and fucking hang out at our Airbnb, smoke, hang out with the neighbors, and fucking eat really good food, because that's another thing that Boston has. Amazing food of all different ethnic backgrounds. Fucking crazy Jamaican food. I'm a hoe
fucking
for
Irish, fucking Scottish, fucking Italian.
Oh yeah,
it's all just potatoes with different flavors from
known
around the
for
world.
their exceptional food. Those Irish and Scottish folks.
You get
The
some
organs
stuff with
of animals. Although we did go to, funny enough, it was like an Irish-Scottish place called Asgard. I don't know if they're still around there, but they were like a really fancy, like themed Viking bar. But it wasn't like kitschy bullshit. Like it was like really nicely designed.
There were actual beheadings and murders and rapes.
That's the whole thing. Like it didn't feel all
Can you
gimmicky.
drink from the skull of your enemy?
It didn't feel all gimmicky like that. It just actually felt like you were like in an old historical building, which was almost weirder. And then it was just like really fucking good food and like obscenely large portions. I remember Mike got this like $34 fucking shepherd's pie that was made with lamb, and he was just eating that the whole time we were there. I think I got like chicken wings because we had already eaten earlier, and Mike was just like, it's lamb shepherd's pie. Dude ate shepherd's pie for like 2.5 hours while we were at the bar, and just the whole time was like, this is decadent. Like it was a weird night, but hit up Asgard if you're ever there. Jerk chicken is the tits. Definitely some really good jerk chicken in the Boston area as well.
On paper, I should love shepherd's pie, but every time I've had it, I just thought it was gross.
What's up, Razmaz? Yeah, I think shepherd's pie is disgusting.
Go wrong. Yeah, it can go wrong easy.
William C. as well. Good to see you guys. Welcome.
What's up, William?
I'm gonna have to go get another drink in a fucking second, and
down into the briny depths we go.
We're gonna find that motherfucker.
Okay, so the Tyson fight is 8 rounds.
Yeah, it's 8 2-minute rounds.
That makes sense though, because they're both looking a little pudgy.
They're old. Yeah, it's just gonna be 2 old dudes beating up on each other, and that's why I was like, if Tyson's still got like half the cannons he used to have, he's about to fucking fold that dude in half like a lawn chair.
Well, now he's got 2 cannons on his chest.
Yeah.
Not really Boston. Not really Boston. I'd say Peabody does outside of Boston, and I would say outside of Boston, like the South Shore has a lot of Portuguese people, like Fall River.
Every corner
Quincy,
had a Dunkin
that area.
Mason church.
What about
that is very true. There is a Dunkin Donuts, like you can see one from every location.
Yeah, from every Dunkin, you can like daisy chain them together. That is true.
And we're all addicted to it. Like I'm literally like I won't go to work in the snow, but I'll fucking walk my ass to go get a freaking iced coffee. We don't even drink hot coffee out here. We drink iced coffee all year round.
Oh yeah, you guys just got it out there like a couple years ago, right?
I love Dunkin's.
We've had it for like a decade, but we've had like there's surprisingly one in my suburbs, which is weird that we ended up with one, because then there's like one in LA, and we're like the real suburbs. We're like not a city. We're just the suburbs. So it was really weird that they gave us one, but I was like, all right, cool, give me that frozen.
I mean, I'm old as shit.
Wait,
I didn't think it was that long ago, but damn, man.
You only have one Dunkin' Donuts like in your whole town?
Oh, well, there might be 2 in the county.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, they had an expansion though, however long ago, where they started adding a bunch more, like all throughout California and out on the West Coast.
So they're pretty new to the West Coast. I didn't know that.
Newer than pretty much everywhere else in America, because it's like New England. There's literally like I can't think of a town near where I live where there isn't at least 3 Dunkin' Donuts in the town.
Yeah, the first time I went to New York, like 10 years ago or so, maybe a little more. Yeah, it had to be like 12 years ago. Doesn't matter, Ryan. But the first time I went to Dunkin' because it was such a like an icon, you know, like in our society.
That's one of the few things too. That's
so
like,
I was like,
let me
try the donut, and it sucked. And then they were like, oh yeah, it's all about the coffee. It's like, oh,
the donuts have always been stale. The only time I've ever had a really good donut from Dunkin' Donuts was I had a friend who worked there, and she worked. It was basically like the overnight shift, like to like I think like 4:30 in the morning, and we would go in at like 2 in the morning when the donut delivery would come in. Because basically the way they work is there's like one location where they have a donut baker that bakes all the donuts for the day, and then they're transported.
That's odd. They bake them all en masse. They don't get a transport here. Like they bake them out back. So I wonder if they transport them from mass. Like I'm wondering because Dunkin Donuts is a Massachusetts thing. When I went to New York, I could only find one Dunkin Donuts in New York, and it was at a gas station. Yeah.
That's the next Hobbs and Shaw movie. Goddamn donut disaster.
Looks like I'll be dunking you.
I wish I could do The Rock right now.
Yeah, I was thinking the thing to do. Like, oh, I can't.
Like, what does that even sound like?
If you smell the Dunkin' Donuts cooking.
Right. Oh, all right. Why does he sound like Hank Hill in my head?
I know.
Can you smell?
I think The Rock is
What
awesome.
The Rock is cooking. Damn it, Bobby.
What the fuck?
Damn it, Austin.
It's the people's elbow.
What?
I smell you what?
God damn it. Oh, we're off to a rip roaring start.
Taste the meat. Or wait, taste the
Anyone
meat,
ever
not what I'm
experienced the
cooking.
glory that is Tim Hortons? That's what I miss the most from up north. I wish someone would open a Tim Hortons in Austin.
Oh, yeah,
Are you like
everywhere in Canada?
Are you like originally Canadian or something?
Yeah.
Are you a Canadian turned Texan? Because that's the most insane shit I've ever heard. If so, you're probably the most dangerous man on earth. I can live in any climate, and I love guns.
We're gonna have to demand that you start wearing a plaid flannel when we see you on live streams to identify yourself as an actual Canadian.
Cowboy boots and a parka.
You guys did a pretty good impersonation.
Yeah, we were one of the last places to have a Tim Hortons around here when they started shutting them all down.
Oh shit, here comes Tyson.
For some reason they closed them all down in actually probably about 10 years back now, and we had one in the town that I grew up in that like everyone would go to all the time, but it wasn't nearly as good as when I finally went up to Montreal with my girlfriend and had like Tim Hortons in Canada, which is pretty fucking insane. Like it's damn close to getting fast food that just feels like somebody cooked you a breakfast sandwich at their house. It's really fucking good.
Here's the video of that lady taking a shit at Tim Hortons.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that.
That's great.
You goblin. How many Texans in here? Oh, he was just stationed in New York. All right. I think you've mentioned that before. I'm just a dumbass.
That's Jimmy trying to round up a posse. That's what Texans do if you get too many of them together.
Yeah,
So
right.
Jimmy's about to round up a posse.
He was like, this guy's saying some weird shit. Let's see where this talk about Texas is going. But we should start congregating now just in case it takes a southern turn and we need to whip his ass.
Child, dude.
Where's that town where they all banded together and killed that corrupt asshole dude? I think it's like Ray something. It's a really famous story. The whole town killed a guy.
Just like recently? Or?
I don't. Hang on. Ken McElroy.
It's a weekly event for them.
Resident.
Is it a weekly event
Come on.
for them?
Come on. Recent. You want to know the answers? I'll give you the answers. Ken Rex McElroy. 1981 is when he finally got it. He was a resident of Skidmore, Missouri. They basically called him the town bully. He was like robbing people, doing all this crazy shit.
So they took him out.
Like I'm pretty sure there's a documentary about him a while ago. Literally the entire town banded together and did like a like snitches get stitches moment. Definitely go read about it sometime, guys. Ken McElroy. It's a super interesting story.
He was
I
a
think
young cowboy.
I
and
think
so he
drunk-
done wrong.
Oh my god. I think Drunk History might have done a thing on it. But essentially he got like he was doing shit, robbing like his neighbors, taking shit from stores and stuff in broad daylight and just not giving a fuck and assaulting people, and eventually got
My
like
hero.
he got so fucking like ballsy about it and didn't care anymore. He just walked into a convenience store and shot a guy in the face one day, and the guy ended up
Just to watch him die.
surviving, I'm pretty sure. And he one night like showed up at the bar, and everyone in town just like circled his truck and fucking turned him to Swiss
They
cheese
circled the wagons.
and just fucking lit him up. It's a very Texas story, but it took place in Missouri. God, I can't tell any sort of serious story on this channel. I have created a fucking monster. Holy shit. Originally from Dallas here. I worked overnight doing the bar and assisting the baker because the guy who worked that shift before I was hired got killed with a knife over less than $50 in the register at Dunkin', that is. Oh yeah, that's what you want to hear when you're hired to make not even to make donuts, to be the donut assistant. You could die
You're
icing
hired-
donuts with this guy.
You're hired to mop up the guy's blood that you're replacing.
Yeah, they're like, can you take this toothbrush and scrub his old blood out of the grout?
There's some bone bits up in the ceiling.
Is
Just
it bad
one
that-
of those.
Is it bad that one of the houses we're looking at, I found out the people that lived in it both died in the house, and I was immediately like, ooh, I'm a spooky writer, gotta get it. Like, I immediately
No, that
was
ain't no
like,
jelly.
yeah, immediately I was like, this makes it more valuable to me. So I've like Beth looked at me really bad when we did the walkthrough of the house, because she knew I had looked it up and found out the people died in it, and the people opened up the like real estate lady opened up one of the closets, and their fucking boxes of ashes were just sitting in the closet, and she's like, oh, we'll go look at the other room, and just like turned around and tried to steer clear of it. And I wanted to just be like, were they violently murdered? Beth's just like glaring at me like she could read my mind.
I don't even.
I'm a horrible
I
fucking
don't even
idiot.
know why someone would even have that in a house they were showing.
you know it's about to go
I
down when
just-
you hear Texans yeehaw as a group. I was actually recently, when I was talking to Beth, I was like, man, if we ever moved out of state, Texas feels like home, and I've never even been there. And she looked at me like I was insane, but I was not kidding. I'm a state over to the east. Oh, so Jobu's in Mexico.
Mexico.
No, I'm kidding. It's just bad, me being bad at geography joke. Anyways, they read Murder on the Orient Express and decided they didn't need a train, just a donut.
Did you fail geography joke class?
Super, yeah, and geography. And then I got molested by a comedian, so I don't like jokes.
Jokes
Good ones,
trigger
at
you?
least. Good ones, at least. Jokes
knock.
trigger me.
Ah!
My
Jokes
butt.
threw you into an awkward orgasm. Yeah.
Kayla's just like, God damn it. I was friends with the
I
owner's
have no
daughter.
words.
Jesus, this Dunkin Donuts story gets darker and darker. I only worked because I wanted to bang the owner's daughter.
You know what? I feel that
Uh,
that's true for a lot of bakers, considering that my cousin's a baker, and that's what
Eh,
happens at
eh,
every place he goes and bakes. Like,
Everybody, every dude who's ever gotten into baking was because of ass.
Oh, fight started.
Haley looks like she's 2 shots away from passing out. I swear, those DIY Korean,
Tyson.
Jesus, unnamed donut stores are hosting fight clubs in the back and are smoking.
Tyson, very aggressive in his opening.
Why are they in the back at 1 a.m.? I want to know where those donut shops are. Those sound cool as hell. I was
We had a
insane
bar
for 2
like
years
that.
and was a second shift manager on duty at a huge low price resort near Disney. Like that coincided with you being insane.
You had a bar that
Oh.
did fight clubs, Kayla?
Multiple
That's
fights,
Nick Tyson.
crazy people pissing in the lobby,
No,
2
there-
kids
there was a
drowning in the
place
pool, but
in Salem.
revived.
I kid you not. I'll have Spencer pull up a news article about this. It finally got shut down and no one even wants to buy it because they think the location's like cursed. They got caught money laundering, a whole bunch of different shit
So I'm gonna get
happened.
the dead old people house, and I'm gonna get the Fight Club donut shop.
Awesome. That's right.
We cut
That's
down a
right.
guy who had hung himself in a room and revived him too. God, you guys are just really bringing down everybody's suicide vibes. There's like a bunch of Yelp reviews like, don't try to kill yourself here. The staff are too accommodating. Like,
Well, if you're lucky, I mean,
they
not
saw me
everyone's
hanging
lucky and
myself
gets
and
just,
sawed
like,
the door off the hinges.
don't get T.I. handing you a joint when you try to kill yourself.
right.
No,
That's
like
that's
Scott
the,
staff.
that's the same hotel William C. was working that night. Like, I
It
think I
must
just saw
be.
fucking T.I. and the dude from Creed. Like, what the fuck? She was hot
I heard.
to
He said,
SJW.
I heard this white man moaning. He said,
They're all over Texas. They have signs like Donuts number 3, and everyone who works there is Korean. Dude, I cannot wait till my pilgrimage to Texas.
Okay,
I want to
first
go to
round, Tyson.
Texas.
Okay, so I know I make
Headline.
this
I gotta
joke a
see it.
lot. I know I make this joke a lot, but that's when we've made it, guys. When I retire to Texas. And by retire, I mean retire and keep doing exactly what I'm doing now.
He meant retard.
Yeah.
Just
And
And
by
I
in
retard
Texas-
into myself.
By in Texas, he means I'm going to talk to Beth about this again because she's in the other room shaking her head.
Yeah, she's laughing hysterically.
Yeah.
Living it
maybe
up
Texas.
in Hotel California. Just popped my head in for some unknown reason. LOL. Just popped into my head. Jesus.
All right, round 2 starting now.
Right, copyright strike. So of course she married the dungeon master of our World of Darkness campaign. Oh, look
Oh.
at that.
Beth,
Speak of the devil, and she shall appear.
I don't know if that's a hell no, Spencer, or
It's a hell yes, because now she loves guns too, and she wants to get
Oh,
all the
okay.
guns with me.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
just the dots, you know.
She likes me looking like a handsome shooty boy.
She wants you to get a
All my
mullet again.
guns. Yeah, she wants me with a mullet and a beard. No, probably like a mullet and a handlebar mustache.
Yeah, you less teeth.
It's easy to
Spencer's been
retard
making
in
shirtless
Austin.
gunfire
I think
videos
it's
for Beth.
happening to me. That's false. She does not want me with a mullet and a bunch of guns and a handlebar mustache.
She's like, I gotta go and see what they're streaming about.
Yeah,
What
she
nonsense?
doesn't
What
mind.
nonsense is Spencer talking about?
She
tonight?
doesn't mind the
Exactly.
long hair, the Kurt Russell mullet, where I just let it like stand
right.
out on the sides. But if it's an actual defined mullet, she is normally ashamed.
So no Billy Ray Cyrus mullet for you.
Yeah, the mustache is good. See, she
But the
doesn't
mullet,
mind the handlebar mustache.
So
for some
no
reason.
mullet anymore.
But
Hold
I
my
think
beer.
I think I look like an absolute ass clown with just the handlebar mustache. It's kind of a two-piece combo, the mustache and the mullet. People are like, whoa, you look like an asshole with that mustache. And then you kind of throw it to the side and that mullet pops over the shoulder. You're like, you have no fucking idea, dude.
Only if you perm it.
Yeah.
Only if you perm
only
it.
perm the
Perm it.
tail.
Perm the tail.
Perm the tail
know-
of my mullet and the tails of my handlebar mustache.
Oh yeah.
Would you grow a rat tail? You know, I had a kid in class, like second grade. He had a rat tail and always rubbed against my desk. And I always would tell him,
Hell yeah.
don't let it touch my desk. I got so aggravated. One day I just took scissors and I tapped him on his shoulder and I handed it to him. I cut it off. I got in so much trouble for that. But it kept-
You are a monstrous bitch. You
Oh
cut
my
off
God,
you cut off all that kid's
I did.
machismo.
I
His
did.
dick probably stopped growing after
Well,
you
you
did
know
that.
what? He was an asshole. It was
It
flapping
fell off
back.
too, like a voodoo doll.
No,
Yeah,
you know what? I do not
it
regret
shriveled
this.
up like a raisin.
I have
I thought
no
I was
regrets.
bad.
No, this kid, you know what? He was flapping.
Dude,
the
I had a
fucking
rat
greasy
tail,
ass
and now
rat
El
tail.
Padrino is literally having like war
Nope.
flashbacks because of
Nope.
you.
Yeah, but guess what? Your rat
okay.
tail wasn't rubbing against another person's face and touching their desk, and you weren't
What the
hitting
fuck
them
was
in the
it?
face
Was
with
it
it.
straight out?
Super long. It was
So like a
it
Her
was
boyfriend
really
is gonna have
long.
second ideas
It's
about his
super long.
approach tonight.
So long.
Yeah, why was
It was
this?
all
Was
the
he?
way. It was
Yeah, but was he like
he had it in
gelling
a
it
braid.
straight out? How's it touching your face? Why are you sleeping
two,
on
Oh
your
my
10,
gosh!
9.
desk?
So how the desk were set, how the desk were set up, there was like very little room, but he was always flicking it
What were you?
around.
You were taught in a pit? Like you were
Oh, well,
beneath him?
there was
Like
like
I don't get the.
35. There were 35 kids in my class, but it I don't know. It was
Okay, you
a
aren't
small
getting
school, so.
the dynamics of this though.
No, what I'm
If you're
saying
all
is
sitting on an even plane, unless you're like
it was no, it was gross. It was extremely
okay,
long.
I
It
get
was
I
almost
get
down
that the
to his
rat tail
ass.
is gross. We had a kid in elementary school. I think his name was Shane, if I remember correctly.
It was
and
greasy, and it
I've
was almost
told
down
Beth
to his
this story
ass.
too.
No,
Hang on, let me get to it. His name was Shane. He had a rat tail, and he spontaneously one day during the middle of the week, he shaved off his eyebrows after he had gotten home from school because he thought it would look really cool.
huh?
And for weeks he had to come in with no eyebrows, and it was like one of the first times I've ever experienced just like pure laughter. Like could not control myself, could not fucking look this kid in the face because he had like bleach blonde hair, baby blue eyes, like straight up Hitler Youth kid with a rat tail, but his hair was buzzed to like a 1 all the way around, other than the rat tail perfectly centered in back, and then fucking shaved his eyebrows off. So he looked like some crazy fucking Ridley Scott character design that I was not feeling. And as like an 8-year-old kid, it was just the most hysterical thing to me. I remember the school had this thing before school started where you could go in and like the poor kids could eat breakfast at school. And me and him were both poor kids. And I would go in and play Pokemon on Game Boy with my friends. And that kid would just sit and eat cereal across from me and stare at me like he wanted to bash my head in with a rock. With no eyebrows.
All I know is this kid had a rat tail. It was like almost down to his ass. He was always doing this with it.
It's fucking sexy.
Okay. It was not sexy. It used to hit my desk. It used to like it was gross and it was greasy. He never washed his hair.
A guy with a mullet is better than a
Disgusting.
girl with a Chelsea cut.
So I literally like I told him, I said, can you like keep your rat tail in front of you? I asked him on several occasions. Finally, when it whipped back on my desk during like a spelling test or something, I took my scissors out of the thing and I just went and I tapped on his shoulder and I said, here.
Oh.
And I got into so much trouble.
You gotta tell you were a rat tail virgin after that. Oh, you're not my first girl. There were many
gross.
before you.
I don't want your greasy freaking rat tail touching my desk and like hitting my skin and just like being in my vicinity. The desk where I don't know.
Exactly. Where these bunk beds desk. At least everybody else in chat is understanding. Like Kayla's fucking laying upside down on her desk with her mouth open, evidently.
No.
Well, and she just softened it herself. She said, "In the vicinity, touching my desk."
She's conditioning this kid's rat tail for him. Like, well, if it's gonna touch me, we're gonna make it nice at least.
I told him, I was like, please put it in front of you.
Okay. Hang on, Kayla.
It deserved to get cut off. He was an asshole.
Hang on. Jeff, what's going on with the fight?
4th round. Lots of clinching. Tyson looks very aggressive. Roy doesn't seem to have his range down or anything. He looks kind of sloppy. He's kind of getting tossed around. No, he keeps going to the clinch. He can't seem to really get in.
Star Wars, and then there is the Spider-Man one. I mean, my room's all jean gray and stuff.
Tyson looks crisp.
Lorena Bobbitt of Rat Tails.
That was in
Holy
Manassas, my
shit,
hometown.
dude.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's the best ever.
Yeah,
Oh
Jeff,
my
Jeff
God,
brought
that's
that up on one of the early
That is
streams
gonna be
too.
my new name
Yeah.
at the bottom. The next time I stream, it's gonna
We
be the
need-
Lorena Bobbitt of Rat Tail.
We need somebody to Photoshop that Kayla just dipping down the highway, whipping rat tails out the window.
I thought I was a G though. I cut it and I tapped on his shoulder and handed it
No,
to
you're
him.
like
That's
you're like a
some boss
monster. You
shit.
just
No, you're a moil.
yeah, you straight up you destroyed that poor little kid's
He was
probably
not a
whole
poor little kid. He
existence.
was an asshole. He was the biggest asshole I went to school with. I
He
will
was
never
a rat
forget.
tail person. I was raised to hate the rat tail people.
You don't know what he was going through, Kayla. He's a little kid with a rat tail.
And he
That'd
was
be
an
probably
asshole.
He was probably beaten.
Yeah, Kayla, you'd be an asshole too if your dad made you fucking walk around with a rat tail your whole fucking
He
existence.
didn't even have
No,
a
he
dad. No
He
kids with
took
rat
pride
tails,
in
Dad.
it.
No, his dad abandoned him when he came home with his rat tail in his hand that a girl took from
It
him.
does get annoying.
Yeah.
Thank you,
His dad went
Ty.
out for
Thank
cigarettes
you.
He was
before he
probably
got the
like,
rat
he was
tail.
probably like, congratulations, your name's Stacy.
Because you know
now.
what? My hair is down to here. And if I go like that, go like that, and
Fourth
go like
round.
that, then I'm gonna hit someone in back of me with
He was
my
like,
hair.
No son of mine lets a broad cut his majestic rat tail off. Your name's Stacy now. You're my daughter.
I don't know.
Eunuch.
Anytime my dad had to go to
You're
the
called
school for
eunuch.
me,
'Cause you're a
Like-
eunuch.
anytime. And
From now
Spencer,
on,
you've
you
met my
tuck it in
dad.
this house.
Anytime my dad ever went to school for me, my dad's response used to be to the teachers, and I know Spencer, you know my dad, so you could probably imagine him saying this. He would say, "If I hit you and you could get back up, would you try to defend yourself?"
Your dad's the best.
I'm dead serious. He told a principal that he goes, so if I hit you and you could defend yourself. No, he said, if I hit you and you could get back up, would you try to defend yourself? I know you might believe in keeping the peace or anything, but I taught my kids if
I'm
someone
always
gets in their vicinity or hits them, to lay them the fuck out.
I'm always like, yeah, I got no filter, and then I see Kayla's dad, and I'm like, and he's got me beat. Like,
And
He's
he
just
didn't have
got
any
his
boys.
engine revved up.
So.
yeah, and,
He didn't have any boys. That's probably why we're like
and he's like,
tomboy girls.
he's not like a tiny dude, but he's not a big dude by any means either, and he does not give a fuck, and I love it. And he can back it up.
That is very true.
I got whipped in the face with Brian Fair's dreadlocks at a Shadows Fall show in Syracuse. Oh, so you were unconscious for a week
I was gonna say.
from his 5.5 feet of dreadlocks?
Kayla just goes up there on stage, starts clipping each one.
I made a yeah.
They're gross. They're gross.
That's why I got a
Kayla, they look like
cosmetology
Slim
license
Jims.
later
I
on
made
in
a
life.
joke years ago.
They're gross. They're gross. They're gross.
I made a joke years ago that guy would inevitably die headbanging at one of his own concerts from the weight of his own dreadlocks snapping his neck. And if
That's
you've
the
ever
next
seen him, I
vector.
was like, yeah, it's just a matter of like him getting old. Like eventually the bones will be more brittle than the dreads, and the math won't add up right
The
anymore.
dread replaces bones.
It's
Oh,
It's
fuck.
Someone
Bones
has
are
a-
laced with,
It's like
with
big
dread.
left
Who
hook
has
by
a
Tyson
screaming
this round.
woman in their closet?
yeah,
I heard
exactly.
a screaming
Silver
woman.
gets it. That is like, yeah, that's the hooker Jeff got. I told you guys he was putting her in the freezer for later. Pizza. That is like taking a samurai's top knot. She took his honor. Exactly, dude. Fucking, she disgraced
well,
him
you
in
know
front
what?
of his whole clan.
Fuck
And now
him.
he
His
can't
name,
go
and you
home.
know what? His name was
You have to commit
Kyle. So you
harikari.
already know how
Oh,
all
yeah.
people named
Was
So he grew
Kyle.
up to be
They're
a monster
assholes.
kid. He'd chug
name was
monster and punch
Kyle.
holes in drywall. His name was Kyle. Yeah,
His
we're
name
gonna
Kyle.
start an alt-right
His name
cult
like
around
Kyle.
this kid who killed fucking detailed.
He was Kyle Rittenhouse.
He deserved it.
He grew up and
Okay.
shot a bunch of people because you cut his rat tail off, Kayla. Way to
You know
go.
what? He probably was already going to. All right.
You're not
kid was-
paying attention at all.
That kid was a fucking asshole.
You
That's
are-
what I'm
Probably
saying.
already going to.
He was a
You are-
sociopath.
You
He
are
was
the
a
perfect amount
sociopath
of
in
barely
the
paying attention at
I
all
hope he's
times.
watching tonight.
dude. The kid fucking. You know
Yeah,
what? On
I
top
hope
of
he
the
sees
rat
this.
tail. On top of when he and then he'll probably come on and say that he fucking
Sure, was a
shook my
tomboy
hand
with a
with
ponytail, not a
thumbtacks
guy
and
with a rat
fucking
tail.
hit me with a stapler. So
Yeah,
fuck that kid.
that was
All
just
right.
Kayla's. That was just Kayla's
Right?
way
You
of
have no clue.
compartmentalizing. Jesus, he hasn't had a haircut since 1996. That's so much Ozfest weed smoke trapped in those dreads. Yeah,
Oh.
dude.
God, can you imagine what it
You
smells
just
like?
shake it off and smoke it.
Yeah, you cut one of his dreads off and just burn it in the room after he dies, and everybody blacks out.
Dio's not dead. He's got trapped in his dreadlocks.
Yeah,
I just got like a picture of How High.
that was like that.
You know, like
that
the
was
movie
like
How
that.
High.
There was like a legend about Bob Marley that when he died, they found like new insects in his dreads and shit. That's not true. They did find like insects and stuff in his hair.
Oh,
But
gross.
they didn't find some new species or anything like that. That's just part of
Yeah,
like
they probably
Bob Marley
found-
legend.
They probably found
Oh, cool. Never
insects
mind.
because he
Well, it's
was
like-
fucking
gross.
dead.
Could you
Oh, that's
imagine
not
that
bad.
in that
Like-
guy's dreads though? They're fucking like 6 feet long. Like, there's a human skull in here. Like,
There's fingernails growing out of it.
there's a bird egg. What is this? How did this stay in here? How did it not crack? Oh god, it smells. It's like one of them 100-year-old eggs. It's just jet black. Oh my god.
Pickled eggs. Pickled inside his dress.
Good night,
So-
patrons.
That was the limit for Jimmy. Take it easy, dude. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. Take care, Jimmy.
Now he should commit seppuku. Yeah, he went home and jumped on a wiffle bat. Yeah, dude, that's so intense. I remember, I think
Right.
it was one of the Ozfests where they played.
Round 6.
Yeah,
nothing
and then
much.
our old drummer had opened for them a couple of times. What?
Round 6, probably even. Roy Jones finally started showing a little bit of offense, but it's only got 2 more rounds left. So far it's been all Tyson.
Shocker, but he hasn't put
And
him
the
away.
in the fifth round, he had some really nice left hooks in the last like 10 seconds. And then in the very final second, connected with the right hook. But that's really been all it. I mean, Roy Jones is going for a lot of clinching. 6th round, like the last maybe 30 seconds when he finally started showing some aggression. 2 more rounds left.
Oh yeah. So those sketchbooks came in today. That's really exciting. We can look at those in a little bit. I'm gonna go grab another beverage really quick. Kayla looks like she's passing out.
I am exhausted and I just want to eat SpaghettiOs and go to bed.
You are like a toddler New Englander forever. SpaghettiOs.
You know what? I don't
Oh.
feel like cooking. I know I have leftovers like of turkey and stuff, but I'm not
Tyson
feeling
Ranch
like
is greater
it.
than Tyson's Foods.
I'm probably getting off in like 10 minutes because I am tired. I got an early day.
Perfect. Then I am going to jet and grab another drink really quick while you are still here.
All
You
right,
guys can
that's
hold it
fine.
down. Yeah, you're in charge till I get back, I guess.
Okay. All right. So what are you two working on?
Working on Roy Jones trying a little Sugar Ray Leonard versus Hagler style, where he just kind of throws some like really weak but fast shots that connect, hoping to steal a round. I'm guessing they're not doing nothing.
As
That's what
far
I'm
as
working on.
art projects go.
This is an art project. It is life.
What about you, Ryan? Are you working on any?
I was drawing for a bit, and then I started noodling on. Let me show you. This is one of the custom figures from Gods and Gears.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
All the black stuff is all clay that'll be sanded down a little and then painted. Like his belt will be sanded down and then painted orange.
Now, do you create those or?
I did this one.
Okay.
The first 4 that we have, the first 4 prototypes that we have, I could grab those too. But the first 4 of those were done by a guy, AC Toy Design, my buddy AC, Adam
Okay.
Cron. He's a custom toy designer. And but I wanted to try my hand at this one. This is a character from our first Gods and Gears story it came out on a Wednesday, issue 8. Ozzy, his name is. So I'm hoping to be able to have these ready, like maybe do a batch of like 50 of them sometime early in January 2021. Or
That's awesome.
maybe February, I don't know. But there's that. And then also, actually, I got my Ninjak that I'm working on that just happens to be right here that I've never really
Oh,
shown
Ninjak?
anybody.
Oh, nice. Is that Storm Shadow that you're converting into it?
Yeah, it's a Storm Shadow that I'm converting. So once again, all the black is clay that I'm adding to make it Ninjak.
Do you use like milliput and stuff like that?
That's awesome.
He's getting the anime hair.
So is this something new that you've been doing, like as of this year, or is this something that you've been doing for a while?
I've always been into sculpting and stuff like that. But now that we have the property and I have something that I can like more than the reason just for fun to do it. Like there's people that actually want the figures. I like making the figures. Let's do it as a product and make everybody happy. So that's just been kind of in the last year.
So you're gonna do a Hammerella then?
Eventually, yeah. I have it drawn out somewhere. I'm also working on a Divinity too. I have a 3 1/4 Divinity that's almost done.
And a Divinity figure?
I'm gonna do a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna show that one really quick because it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let me see. I got it right here.
Watch it, 'cause it's the last one.
But yeah, I wanna get the Divinity one out too. Like maybe just do a limited run of like 50. And let's see. So again, all the black is the clay, but so that'll be the Divinity, 3 1/4 or 3 3/4 figure.
That's awesome. I hope to see like more
unofficial.
progress. So I
I'll
want to
keep
see
you
like
guys
more
posted.
progress on them. Keep us posted, definitely. So how do you feel about hitting your goal, Ryan?
Ecstatic, even though I don't sound like it. I'm super happy. Especially because it means we can stay in demand now.
Yeah.
Which is really cool because I don't know, we can just extend the project a little without the same stress of extending the project. So yeah, I'm really happy and I'm really glad to be able to focus now on finishing the book. So like starting Monday, it's basically my 9 to 5 is working on Hammerella. So that's cool. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And I'm just as excited that we get to start Gods and Gears 5 through 8 with this funding and with whatever else we get going forward. So we don't have to do a Kickstarter to get our next issues out. We can just get them made, put them out through Alterna, and then do a collection through Indiegogo.
So what do you want to focus on for like the premises of the next like would you say like arc of Gods and Gears 5 through 8? What is gonna be your focal point on that story? Do you want to give anyone like a little inside scoop on it?
Yeah. So it's not really spoilers that the main characters survive the first arc. So the boys survive the first story arc, and at the end we see that they're set into a new setting with a new situation in front of them, and we're basically going to continue right from that moment. And it's called The Heart of Racing. The overall story is called The Heart of Racing, and that's going to have a few different meanings because Eli, the younger of the boys, who was already in this new setting with the race car at a race, he's learning to love racing and learning the art of racing and just falling in love with that. His entire focus in this story is going to be about the race. And then Jimmy, the older of the two boys, he's going to fall in love for the first time with somebody in the new setting.
I was going to say, different kinds of heart racing stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So he's going to steer away and be distracted from their racing team and be focused on that. And then those two stories will, of course, overlap into a big race action moment for the last probably issue and a half.
That's going to be really cool because there's so many different things that you could do with that, especially like, you know, love is like war. So that will be very interesting. I'm curious to see what you'll do with that. So.
Okay, decision for
Yeah,
Tyson Roy Jones coming up soon.
It went
ahead,
to
Ryan.
decision.
Wait, what's that?
Goddamn.
I wanted to hear what you were going to say. You're about to say.
No, I was just gonna say the Gods and Gear stuff is all about this feels like boring Death Curse stuff. I'm sorry, but it's all about we're just gonna be following the boys through like the real things you go through in life. So the first story they went through death of family members and almost divorce with the parents, and then this one they're gonna be falling in love for the first time, and then as they get older, we're just gonna go through these different things. But they're just gonna be surrounded by all kinds of crazy cosmic stuff or magic or machines or whatever.
So that's going to be awesome. So that's very, very exciting. So congratulations on having Hammerella back.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Ryan,
and now everyone's going to be able to continue to get some stuff since the ball is rolling. So that's a great thing. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
We're going to keep the book handy and are available and everything. Yes, Jeff. Sorry.
You remember Wizard used to have those custom toys they would feature every month? Like early on, Wizard. They stopped doing it after a while, and then they started shifting it to Toy Fair. And they had tutorials and stuff like that. Did you read any of those?
Yeah, I do remember those. But I haven't read any of those since they were coming out.
But did you learn anything when you were doing, these custom figures you're doing from those, or is this just like you're doing it figuring it out on your own?
No, definitely not figuring out. I mean, a little bit, but like I said, my friend AC does it, and he's got a great channel on here on YouTube, and he's got a freaking awesome Patreon.
Oh yeah,
where he just goes over all of this, and it's an Ames epoxy that he mostly uses. It's what I'm using. It doesn't have to be black, but it's really easy to work with. Obviously, it's just like any skill or craft. First time you do any of it, you're gonna have to get used to the tools and materials and all that stuff. So
he's the one doing figures for us on Ryan's recommendation.
Yeah, that's right. So I can't wait to see those. But I've always liked sculpting. I used to do a lot more of it when I was young, and it's one of those things like Spencer does the same thing as me, where it's hey, I really like this craft, I'm gonna do it, and you start, and for like 3 months you put all your spare time into it, and then
that's me.
It shifts to the background, and then a couple years later you get back into it for a little bit.
I do that. So, I'm guilty,
and it's fine. It's fine to do that, especially, I mean, if it's something you're not making a living on. As I get older, I'm like, oh, it's fine. I used to put pressure on myself for like, oh, I should get back to painting. I have to do this. I have to do that. And I was like, hey, you know what? When I feel like it, I'll do it.
All right, guys, I got to call it a night. I got an early day ahead of me, but
cool.
Have
I can
fun
talk
with the rest of
about my
the
story.
stream. Bye, everyone. Have a good evening.
Bye, Kayla.
Thanks for coming on with us again.
No problem.
Hail the V.
So real
just
quick,
like that.
Right, real quick, I can show. Here's the sketchbooks here. I'll just put it on me for a second. So the sketchbooks came in, some of them at least. The paints and more sketchbooks will probably be in tomorrow. They're these sweet linen bound guys, 64 pages, 110 pound. Got a cool strap on here, but
strap on.
The pages are nice and thick. It says they're double-sided, but all the reviews I watched said the second side fucking sucks. It's like a completely different finish. I guess it's got some inner pocket or something. I didn't really check that out yet. Some sort of expandable inner pocket, the little if lost section, return to. You guys can't really see that. Hang on. Little guy in there underneath that.
Okay, so the Tyson Jones fight ended in a draw. This is bullshit.
Dumb. Okay, so the expandable pocket is an actual plastic expandable pocket in the back. That's pretty cool. It's got a little flap that opens up. So any sketches I do outside of here, I can pop into there. That's pretty cool.
It's really sharp looking.
Yeah, this will be the little. For some reason, too, it's like I know dimensions fairly well, and this was supposed. This is like a little bit bigger. Technically, it's smaller than 8.5. It's 8.3 inch by 11.7 inch. So instead of 8.5 by 11, it's a little bit taller, kind of like a comic book. So it worked out that way. But they came in and I was like, damn, these are like, for some reason, way bigger than I even expected. But it's going to work out great.
Oh, yeah.
It's technically watercolor paper. It's supposed to be like one of their better versions of the paper. They're premium instead of their standard. I guess on their regular boards, they have a bunch of different shit. It's a little bit confusing, but they have like artist grade stuff too, and then like hobby grade stuff that's like real inexpensive, but I guess still pretty good from the reviews I was looking at. Maybe eventually we'll get our hands on more of it, but for this project, I am going to use one of these guys for it, and I got about 40 roughly 43 pages for development and shit like that. If I manage to do the cover, and 20 pages all successfully on one page without wasting anything. I do have my story all pretty much figured out now too. I think I told you guys a bit about it last night, but I did want to show off those sketchbooks really quick. And you'll win one of these if you are the winning artist on the fan challenge.
The chosen one.
You'll get this with the paint bundle that I'll be showing off whenever the fuck that comes in. Shipping has been insane. I don't know if you guys have ordered anything in the last couple of weeks, but like I keep getting messages that like tracking isn't working, and then it is working again, and then it's not. It's for like UPS, FedEx, USPS. Like everyone's all fucked up. Hey, those sketchbooks are in blank. You got bamboozled. Now it's time to storyboard the sitcom about the sassy robot. Hard pivot on what I'm doing for my comic, guys. It's a slice of life about a sassy robot. Welcome, Randy. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you.
Hey, Randy.
Getting my little hangout streaming glasses back on. Yeah, so I figured out my story. As far as right now, it's just called Consumer. I'm excited for it. It's sort of a post-apocalyptic horror. The easiest way to describe it is like a body horror kaiju and a dude fighting it. There's a lot more to it. It's sort of like an extinction event thing. I think I told you and Ryan, right? Jeff, Ryan?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah. Yeah, you told Jeff.
Yeah, so basically like big asteroid is going to make impact with Earth it's like the distant future, I guess is the easiest way to describe things quickly. It's in the future. This asteroid is going to make impact with Earth, and so all the rich people and everything band together and take off into space on these like colony spaceships, leaving behind pretty much poor people and prisoners and stuff like that. And they make a quick escape as this unexpected asteroid's about to make impact with Earth, and they basically think like wipe out existence. The irony of that is they take off, and when the asteroid hits the atmosphere, it breaks up and obliterates the ships taking off. And basically they're the first to die. So they're all wiped out, and the asteroid makes impact with the Earth, obviously killing everybody where it made impact, but people manage to survive and everything, and our hero is an ex-prisoner who's escaped and become a weirdo survivalist in this horrible future. But with the asteroid came an alien life form that is consuming what's left on the planet and growing. And that's basically the basis for my little 24-hour comic that I'll be doing. What sort of drawing book should we have for the fan challenge, or has that been decided? You don't need anything in specific. You can draw it on computer paper. You can do it digitally. It's just about getting that story done. Like I said, there's no real parameters to it. You can do real tiny pages. Like I was telling the guys that I'm not expecting all these dudes to do like 11 by 17 full boards or anything on a 20-page book. I'm basically working at half size, 8.5 by 11. I know there's some guys that'll work even smaller. It's just about the 10-page output. We're keeping the parameters real loose this time, so I'm sure there's some people that are going to get creative and fudge some things, but I'm curious to see it. Pretty much the only thing you got to do is, like we said, if you're worried about time or whatever, plan your book to be a silent issue or dialogue free, or plan to not do color and just do black and white. Basically, the minimum requirements would be penciled and inked pages, but colors and letters can obviously help you tell your story more clearly. And the clearer, more interesting story is the one that's most likely going to win with the fans. It's going to be voted on by us 3 and 5 other contestants. Sounds good, Spencer. Really big background, but something you can focus on a character. Exactly. That all of what I explained there too is literally like condensed into like the first page or two in quick panels and captions. And then it's a lot of just this crazy dude on his journey. There's more to it, but it's kind of like you'll see him take on some littler enemies and setting up some stuff using some different gadgets and stuff like that, and then a big battle with this giant monster, the consumer. What is up, Beyond Time? Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. We're just hanging out talking. Ryan,
yo, what's up, John?
Drawing some awesome stuff, but it keeps throwing me off because his name's Jeff's favorite tonight, so I keep thinking it's Jeff for a moment. And
I can change that if you want.
so the fight is a draw?
Yeah, it's bullshit. There's no way it was a draw.
Wonky.
Roy Jones in the final 2 rounds finally started to do a little something. His foot movement was getting better. He was kind of pushing the pace in those rounds, but he really wasn't doing any damage or nothing. I mean, it was very like exhibition kind of style, like even practice looking.
Randy, were they shipped USPS? Is that what Pete does? I never remember. Hey, I just found out my comics went to Alterna. Because that same thing, the one thing I shipped had to ship USPS, I didn't have a choice. They didn't let me pick anything else. Was something for Beth's birthday present that I had ordered weeks ago, and it got it took forever to leave their warehouse, and then when it finally did, it left their warehouse in like Jersey and got diverted to like Kentucky and just sat there for almost a week. So it didn't even come in time for her birthday, and it was supposed to be there like a week and a half before her birthday. That was really fucking cool. Thanks to the U.S. Postal Service. I'm going to do this, but my story is a comedy and has nothing to do with superheroes. Cool. Yeah, it doesn't have to be superheroes at all. Again, open genre, whatever the hell you want to do. It just needs to be 10 finished pages. We even told some guys, if you're worried about writing your own story or something, team up with a writer, but you guys will have to figure out who is gonna take the prize, how you're gonna split it up. That would be up to you dudes. So we only have a prize for one winner, but if you're an artist and you're like, hey, I want to team up with a writer friend and do the story, you have him write all of it, but then you're the guy who's got to draw all those pages in that time. It's more about collaborating though. It's not like, hey, this is a paid gig or anything. It's just fucking, you got an artist friend and you two want to make a book together, or you're an artist and you got a writer friend you want to team up with. That's more than cool. And like we were talking to Ashen, telling him the same thing. It was like, if he has a artist buddy or something and wants to put something together, you're not an artist yourself, you tell the artist, hey, we win, you get all the art supplies and whatnot. And we don't win, we got a cool little comic that we can show off. It's more about just utilizing some downtime and doing something constructive together as a community. Even
if you don't win, you made a comic.
Yeah, that's the point of it.
That's the worst thing that happens is you make a comic. You're like,
What if that comic is like the modern Mein Kampf?
For a lot of us, it's a powerful book. For a lot of us,
don't bring me out.
Right? Jesus,
I'll publish it.
For a lot of us, it's going to be most likely our first comic book. But I think that's a lot of fun. It's going to be a learning experience. But like I've been saying for weeks now, every stream, it's about finishing something, not perfecting it. We will get there eventually. I think it's Ryan that said it first. There's always the next page, and there's always the next comic. So this is the test run. We'll see where it goes, and maybe we'll do more of these. Maybe we'll do smaller ones. I know you guys are digging the whole sort of riffing a concept and then making like a freestyle comic around it. So I think we're eventually going to end up doing that, even if it's just me with the chat. But that'll probably need to happen. And the Batman fighting a grizzly bear in the woods, I don't give a shit what Kevin says. I'll be doing that eventually as well. Kevin not understanding that a grizzly bear would obviously win that fight.
Grizzly bear has his own utility belt, but he's got two of them.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm twice the man you are, Batman.
Yeah. No one said the grizzly bear couldn't talk. Yeah, right. He's got Batman mace.
So is Batman's bear mace? But is Batman's bear mace called Bat Bear Mace?
Yeah,
because he has bat in front of everything.
It confuses even him. He's like, wait.
He also has.
Because the bat mace, because the just bat mace is an actual medieval mace.
Oh, I see.
Just the Batman symbol in the form of a mace. That'd probably be pretty cool, actually.
I'm sure that's in death metal, whatever.
Yeah, right.
That what if you had a bat mace?
Thought of.
It was shaped like a bat, and then he had a bat sword that was shaped like a bat.
All right, guys. So we're doing a death metal DC book. We're all gonna smoke pot for the first time and try to think of what's cool when you're 14.
What if Ozzy was Batman, and what if Slash was Batman?
What if Ozzy?
That's all it is.
What if Ozzy was Batman? Nothing would get done. Batman. That man can barely walk.
His wife would do everything for him.
Bat Bear Pig. Trial by combat to see how you split the IP and profits.
Sharon is Robin.
That'd be wildly unfair.
Ozzy and Sharon. The Adventures of Ozzy and Sharon. Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah, but has Batman ever been hit by a grizzly ring?
It's just grizzly poop.
Kevin doesn't get it. The grizzly, and that's the whole thing. I said it's Batman on the Grizzlies turf because I don't just want to draw Batman in Gotham City. Everybody, I love that too. When everybody draws Batman, they're like, "Oh, don't you love it, Batman with all the Gothic architecture?" I'm like, "Nah, give me something different. I want Batman running around in the woods fighting a grizzly bear." And
but now I want a grizzly bear on a rooftop.
the more I think about it, I'm like, yeah, that's metal as fuck. That'd be cool too. Somebody just like helicopter in on like a belt strap, just dropped a grizzly bear on a roof. Like, we've been tracking your location, Batman, and we knew you come to this roof at the end of every night. So tonight we left you a bear.
Whoa.
Right.
Holy
Holy
shit!
shit!
Batman? Is that Batman's voice? If Christian Bale's playing him in that scene?
We always thought you
Or
were
is
a
that the
bear.
Oh my god. That's the one time where Batman is so terrified he forgets to do his gravelly Batman voice. Shits himself. Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Just leaps off the side of the building. Oh fuck!
The bear swings after him.
Amazing. I feel sorry for Capullo. He's always posting how he's staying up all night to meet ridiculous deadlines. But it's for a book that people are just like, yeah, it's so weird. Like, I think I've talked enough about how I feel about the Scott Snyder Batman stuff. I don't really get it. I get that there's a crowd for it, but it feels like it's just like the same story over and over again now. And then I said that, and then they were like, guess what? Death metal time. We're taking it in a completely different direction. And it's like a corny dude who's never heard death metal in his life writing this story.
Yeah, it's like death metal to him is like poison.
Yeah, it's like somebody called my dad to write DC's death metal, and like Capullo, I know, actually listens to like some old school metal and shit, and it's still not like death metal.
Yeah, he's like a big BLM guy.
Yeah,
BLM. Black Label Society.
Black
BLM.
Label Society. Fucking animal. He's a big BLM guy. Stillborn.
Stillborn cops. Stillborn cops.
Fucking holy shit, man. That is hilarious. You know, the old Black Label matters.
You know, Black Wild.
Black Wild. Oh my god. I mean, Zach Wild. It's only with 2 Ks, so it's okay. Right? That's how he spells his name?
Yep. Double K. MCO.
Yeah, death metal like Death or Carcass or Cannibal Corpse. Dude, our original guitarist was like a fucking nut for Death. And Death's like one of those bands, like, even if you're not familiar with them or into them, like, just go look at their fucking album art and shit. Like one of those like bands, like, this is like the mold. This is how you do it, you fucking idiots. Well, yeah, he's the Black Lives Matter guy too. Yeah, whatever. To each his own, I guess. I don't fucking get into it. I laughed at that today. He posted something where he was like, it's funny how people get super horny for politics on here. I'll never get it. I'm a leader, not a follower. And I was like, literally like 3 days beforehand, he was tweeting about politics and blocking a bunch of people. I was like, holy shit, dude. It'd be
great though. He looks at his shirts in his closet and it's like BLS, BLM, BLS, BLM. Which one do I wear today?
Yeah, he's one of my favorite pencilers. I haven't bought his work in I don't know how long. I'm just so uninterested in the Batman stuff. Like,
since I was a little kid, was always like, "Yep, I want to be Greg Capullo when I grow up." And then I saw what he looked like, and I was like, all right, I want a pencil like Greg Capullo.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you might do the mustache, but
yeah.
We will look at his pencils from Spawn and the Creech sometime. I have 11x17 Xeroxes of the pencils and inks for a bunch of those.
Hell yeah. Capullo worked with Iced Earth for years as their merch artist. Yeah.
I remember Iced Earth. Danny Mickey did a cover for them too.
Obituary or any other.
Did he pencil the Korn album and then McFarlane inked it?
I think that's how it was.
Well, McFarlane did like the art direction on it too. Like it was
Mhm.
kind of like, all right,
Was
guys,
the
this
thing.
is what it is.
Because wasn't he like somewhat credited with like the
Shut up, Spencer, let him
animation
do the
end of
voice.
things?
Yes, and then Danny Mickey did something on it, but I think Danny's part of it, like he didn't get credited because they wanted to keep it like the two main rock stars. Like it was just Todd and Greg. But I think Danny got like paid really well for it. I shouldn't speak on it because I don't know, but it was something like that. But it was still a cool piece.
I didn't
one
know
with
that
the
about
kids.
Vincent Locke.
I was like, I wasn't talking about Vincent.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I was like,
Ooh, I'm
Are you
ripped.
having a stroke?
Right? Yeah, girl, but
Vincent Van Gogh? What?
no, I just got the bends.
came up from the stream too quick.
Yeah.
The lead singer of Baroness does all the album art for his band.
Fish
always
touched
really
my
cool.
leg.
Very like Art Nouveau.
Spooked me. Iced Earth is the soundtrack for LARPing. Well, that doesn't sound very cool.
Was that
all
like
of a sudden,
dork metal?
yeah, all of a
Instead
sudden
of
I
dark?
don't want to recollect who they are. Dork metal, that is excellent. Oh, it's pretty heavy, but all the edges are rounded.
Thanks.
They're the
Lucy.
people that do the metal sign with a thumb out. The I love you by
yeah.
accident.
Guys, we are almost at 900 watch hours right now, thanks to you crazy
What bong,
bastards.
Pedro? There's no bongs here.
That bong sounds like a toilet flushing? No, that toilet sounds like a bong smoking.
Yeah.
Oh wait, my toilet is smoking my bong.
Every time I shit, my neighbor thinks I'm getting high. This guy screams every time he rips his bong. That's a joke about me screaming while I shit. His name is something like John Blasey, and he's sick. Pedro. You guys mentioned Iced Earth, but what about How do you guys pronounce that? Celtic Frost? Okay.
Yeah, because the
Spencer's caught
team,
up on
it's
the
the
frost
Celtics.
word.
Yeah, the frost part. No, I was gonna say Celtic, but before I said it, I had already like said the word and was like, I can't really say that now. But I was like, how do you guys say this word?
Yeah, Celtic.
Okay.
Celtics is only for the basketball team.
Okay, good
'Cause
boy.
dumb Irish Boston people can't pronounce Celtic.
Thank you.
Or Frost.
I know Jeff Saldago from
Or
Psychosomatic
English.
is their art, and my buddy colors the art for them. That's cool as fuck. I just love album art and stuff like that in general. Kelsey and Rich, Kelsey Shannon and Rich Friend, I should say. I always say people's first names like everybody knows everybody, and I shouldn't assume that. I keep introducing Rob Geronimo and Mike O'Shea as Rob and Mike O'Shea, as if they're brothers or husbands. And I'm a writer, so it's just like the fucking knocking it out of the park here.
I'm going to be doing another cover for Monsters Around Us. Should be starting this month, maybe?
Ooh.
So that'd be cool.
Are you a mod in the channel too?
Me?
You never really comment in the chat anyways.
No.
I was going to say, if you're not a mod, I got to make you one so then you can drop links for him in here.
He doesn't care as much as me.
And like read and stuff when you
ain't lying.
when you mention your buddies, like you do. Celtic Frost is the most grim cult. Okay, we're just getting too fucking deep in this now.
That's like Latinx kind of thing. Like,
yeah, right.
What?
I'm just like, God damn it. We're really here. Let's get into Gent, boys. A prototype for all the heavy shit I love. Into the Crypt of Rays. Husband team. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's what I'd be doing if I were gay. I would have went out and married some fucking bomb-ass, gay writer. Or artist. Jeez, I'm an idiot. Ah, damn.
I will look in the mirror so hard.
I married the wrong fucking guy and I still can't make a book. God damn it. Yeah, no, I'd marry the gayest artist with the coolest art. That's how it works.
A thing about Freddie Mercury getting in an argument with Sid Vicious, and he called him Simon Ferocious.
Holy shit.
And Sid, started off. Like, what are you going to do about it?
I would have changed my name immediately. I would have been like, I'm Simon Ferocious now.
Freddie Mercury's awesome.
Right? I'd been like, fuck me, dude. Sid wrote that down and was like, there's my son's name.
And he said something too about his scratches. He was like, why don't you come back tomorrow when you have a better arrangement or something like that.
Back Rat really Tails is over. I take it. Oh, well, yes, it is. You're safe again.
You can't beat a sassy gay man on insults.
Does anyone for Latin America use Latinx? I don't even use Latino. I'm Panamanian just sounds awesome. Yeah, it sounds like it has a context, like you're just having a crazy good time at all times. Like I feel like I need to yell that, but it's really late here.
Panamanian devil.
Yeah,
Panamaniacs.
I don't know why. Yeah, immediately there's something about all those letters together that just feels very animated and fun. I love that. That's not Costa Rican, or that's no Costa Rican ever made me a sandwich. Whoa, I'm. That burned my brain somehow. I don't know if I read that right. I don't know. I see people unironically use Latinx, and I always want to be like Latinx.
I think it's like 1% in America have actually even heard the term. There's like a survey that was going around.
I know all of my most of them would say they're like Hispanic or whatever they directly are, like Puerto Rican or Dominican or whatever. None of my friends of the Latin persuasion have ever been like, it's fucking Latinx, dude. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And I've heard a lot of them hear Latinx and be like, that shit kills me. One of the artists at the shop, Buck, used to laugh at it every time someone would say it in the shop, because he would get like young like hipster chicks in there, like young white girls and stuff. They're trying to be like as PC as possible, and we have like a bunch of fucking Puerto Rican dudes in the building who don't give a shit, but like these girls don't know that, so they'd use terms like that. And
every time you do a Puerto Rican, I'm just gonna do Louis J. Gomez.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's like, it's hilarious to see people like that walk on eggshells, not knowing that most normal people don't give a shit.
I'm walking on eggshells.
I'm Puerto Rican, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, I guess I'm lucky. I have like a couple friends that use the term, but they've never corrected me. They don't really get preachy about it, you know?
Do they call you Latinx?
No. Yeah, I think it's one of those things that it's
you sound disappointed in that.
No, it's just like, I don't want to be talking trash, but I think it's a bit performative at times.
It sounds like an X-Men spinoff for the Latin.
Yeah, it totally does.
Wait, it sounds like a Wolverino. I thought it sounded like a credit card company for Spanish people. I was like, this is weirdly exclusive in all the wrong ways, guys. We're going in the opposite direction of progress here.
Everywhere you want to be in Central America. Also,
how are their rates, and why can't I get one if I'm white? No. Jesus. Trying to keep up with chat here. Also shows a lack of fundamental understanding of Spanish. It's a gendered language after all.
Yeah, Italian X is the new one now.
Good luck with that. Italian X.
Yeah.
I thought Latinx was Sean King deciding he was even more mixed. Only thing mixed about that dude is his opinions.
That's so funny. Oh, is that Silvar? Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
The shift from talcum to Latin.
Yeah.
We have a Van Halen song, and booze is cheaper than books. Panama is awesome. Yeah, that sounds
Panama.
kick-ass.
Dun, dun,
I'm
dun, dun.
I'm White X. Or it would
So
be
funny.
That
Wheat
would be
X.
though. That is peak white person to appropriate that. And like,
Yeah.
I'm white X. Like, that has nothing to do with
Totally.
the language.
Blast Feet nailed it. That's Whitey.
We need that as a tune. That's Whitey.
Oh man.
Oh, we have so many things we gotta have a soundboard for. Come on, get on it.
Yeah, that'll be on the way after the books. We'll figure out
BRB.
City of Rot and see what's left. If we can afford a soundboard for the channel, hell yeah. We'll swing it.
White X sounds like you glow in the dark.
Yeah. Caucus X. Oh my god.
That
That
sounds
just
like
sounds
the
like white sex.
that sounds like the bizarro version of Malcolm X.
Caucus X.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Well, actually, yes, we did.
Y'all are gonna listen to me.
I was going to go
Caucus
make a.
X.
That's. Wait, what did I miss? Caucus X.
Caucus X.
Sorry, I went off. I was going to try to make us a couple duels, and then I never
Oh,
time.
Look.
oh,
Ooh,
Next time.
it's a
we didn't
secret
talk about
now.
Caucus X that way.
Cocky sex? What?
All sex is cocky sex.
Yeah.
If you're doing it right.
Oh,
Ow! It's chow
Jeff,
chow.
you-
Watch
you
out,
missed.
world. Jeff's coming out. Penis first. Like a glory hole porno.
What the hell? You mean like a porno you watch in the glory hole?
Yeah, you have to look through it. It's like that would just be a peephole.
I would watch it, but his
That'd
penis
be-
keeps coming through.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, it looks like we're speaking through glory holes right now.
what am I
know,
supposed to look for down here?
Straight down a snake hole's barrel.
And the hose.
Some dude named Ralph. Is that the butt bone? The caucus sex? Caucus sex. Yeah, that's what I kept hearing in my head. A porno about census people knocking on doors.
No, caucus sex is just missionary.
We threw Plymouth Rock. Caucus sex. We didn't find it, but we'll call it ours. Caucus X. I think the point of the X is basically they want to destroy gender binary, which is reinforced by a gendered language like Spanish, French, Italian, Latin, and German. Well, quit making sense. All right, we're not here to learn anything. No, no, thank you. That makes sense, but I'm like, it's all bonkers to me. So far, plus the default of a mixed group is masculine. I've heard that as a compliment as well. Pornhub tip of the day: Redhead plays hot solo. Dave Mustaine. They destroyed D&D over pronouns. Of course, they destroy everything. That's dumb. Is that all those languages already have a neuter gender already? Hey, was I in here last night? Yeah, right. Did everybody else wake up feeling brain damaged?
Yeah, you left your phone, Gabe.
Yeah, my face hurt this morning, and my ribs on my sides hurt too.
Yeah, I woke up
Laughing.
this morning feeling like I'd been chewing like a wad of bubble gum for like an entire day. I felt like I was like just on the cusp of lockjaw.
Yeah, we thought it was
Welcome,
40
Dreamscape.
minutes. It was
Yeah.
2 hours of girth talk.
Yeah, that's insane. Ryan went and found the start of the first person mentioning girth, and it's at like the 2 hour and 7 mark or something like that. And we went for like 4 hours and like 40 minutes or some crazy shit. Yeah.
So tonight's like recovery. We're all like recovering.
This is a chill night, and it's still been hilarious.
You know, Jobu, that's just your privilege talking, okay?
Yeah, that's the white X in you.
Ew.
Us caucus X need to check ourselves.
You need some caucus sex in you.
And each other. Yeah. You need to lie down, have some caucus sex with your wife. Think about what you just said. Do you remember a half-hour-long girth convo? Then you were here. Yeah, because there was about 5 or 6 half-hour-long girth conversations. Yeah, 2 hours of girth. The Death Curse story. You remember that sci-fi documentary they did with an Image like last year? That's gonna be the name of ours.
2 hours of girth.
Yeah. And if they interview me for it, everybody's gonna be like, "Is that just like a fat joke about the guy who came up with the name?" The first thing that came to mind this morning was literally Black Friday deal on a Honda 2020 or 2021 Honda Girth. Oh my god, kinky. Yeah, I was seeing girth and everything today. Like I couldn't look at a word with G in it. Is that girth privilege? Holy crap, it was that long. Yeah, dude, Ryan told me that. I had like just figured out what I was doing for my story at that point. Was like just sitting, writing in a notebook, sort of looking at that color palette that I had printed out last night from the Arteza stuff, and was like trying to come up with some early ideas. And Ryan texted me, was like, so remember how we thought that was 40 minutes? And he's just like, yeah, it starts at 2:07. I was like, oh shit.
You look at your notebook and it looks like Jack in The Shining. It just says girth over and over again.
Yeah, right. All
and
girth
it's really
and no
funny.
Play.
It's super funny listening to it too. I haven't gone back and listened to as much, but I did that the last couple of days because we had some funny stuff that's worth clipping. So I found that, and from 2:07 to 2:17, it's super funny, and the chat's hilarious, and we're all riffing, but it almost feels like in the movie when they're like going down the rapids and they didn't realize they went down the wrong path, you know.
Yeah.
But as the viewer, you know they did. So as the viewer, I'm like, oh, we're about to go down the girth path here, and like we're just like kind of lightly joking, and then it just starts rolling. And rolling gets a little faster and a little faster. It felt
like an acid trip at a point. It was like the drug trip scene in a movie where it starts out and you're like, I'm having so much fun. Everything's hilarious. And then you're like, oh, it's getting dark. It hurts now. Like, it's like, is this what it's going to be like forever? And I'm still laughing, but I'm like, my teeth are going to fall out. I'm losing it, dude. Like, I'm coming apart at the seams. And I woke up this morning just like hurting all over. I was like, man, if I wasn't so fat, I probably would fucking be cut right now. So I feel like I just did crunches all last night. Holy shit, dude. I haven't, my body hasn't vibrated that much with laughter in fucking ages. And if anybody ever goes back and looks at that, they're just going to think we're all fucking mentally not there anymore. There's a point in time where I can't even get words out. I just keep saying girth and then like a word and then laughing hysterically and losing my breath, and someone else takes over until they basically do the same thing, and then someone else would take over.
Rob Geronimo was choking. I thought, like, even listening the second time, I was like, are we gonna lose Rob? And I was like, oh no, we already did this. He made it through. Okay.
He was giggling like a little kid in the back of class. You know, we just can't control it.
I have to go back and listen to that section too, because I don't even remember what was the one that like broke him. He like started laughing and his voice cracked, and I'm pretty sure that was when he finally like muted himself, and then he came back and he was like, all right, I gotta go. That's it. Like that's the one. Like, Like, I need to remember which one that was. That might be the winner. Like, holy shit.
Someday we'll have to do a test on like what chased you away from one of our episodes to people, like a questionnaire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it racist Mickey this time, or was
is it Spencer using Jesus's name in vain constantly?
was it all the butthole talk?
I had a guy say that to me a
All the
while
butthole
ago,
talk?
and then I think they blocked me. No, I say Jesus Christ a lot, and
Well, you're religious.
yeah, it gets me pumped up.
You're a good
JC's
Catholic
on
boy.
my side. Yeah, I was raised on that guilt, but
You merely adopted.
I
the
was
guilt
cough
of
laughing by
born
myself in the kitchen of my in-laws at 1 a.m. Yeah, dude. At one point, I stood up and I went to go to the bathroom. I just muted my microphone and walked away. And I think Beth was in the bathroom, so I was like, I'm going outside to piss in the bushes. And I had my phone in my pocket, and the volume was still playing, so I could like hear you guys reading them off. And I can't remember what one it was, but I'm literally like pissing in a bush on the side of my house. And one of you read one, and I started laughing out loud. It's like fucking 2 a.m. I'm outside pissing. I start pissing harder because of how hard I'm laughing. And I start laughing even harder because of that. And it's just like, I'm like 10 years old, like outside in the woods.
I was going to ask if you were having the start-stop stream. When you're laughing, it's going...
Basically the other end of that, where instead of start-stopping, it was like going turbo and then slowing back down to normal really quick. And I'm like machine gun laughing next to my
like,
house.
what the fuck's going on up there?
Yeah, and I have neighbors like nearby. Like if you're middle of the night, there's not noise in your house or anything, and somebody starts laughing full blast on this street, you can hear it like 5 houses down.
The crazy guy's pissing on our bushes and laughing.
Yeah.
It's the chuckly Sasquatch! Shoot it!
There's some hairy animals pissing and laughing outside our window.
He's so strong.
It's the bear that beat Batman.
Yeah, it just sounds like rain. It's like
it sounds like you're in a car wash.
Just on a tin roof.
You bring out a tin roof with you to go pee on just to make it louder.
Yeah. Scare all the wild
there's some
animals
really
away.
Bummed birds. Yeah, there's some really bummed birds in the nest every night. They're like, "Fuck, here it comes! Damn, duck!"
Dude, it was too good. I finally went and laid down in bed at the end of the night, and just like my whole fucking chest and abdomen hurt. I'm like giggling to myself. I can't even remember what I put on YouTube. I put something on that I knew was gonna be just like absolutely not funny at all. I think I was watching like videos on guns, and I was like, this is just gonna be like people looking at old guns, and it won't make me laugh like an idiot. I don't think girth will come up in this conversation at all. Like, and it worked out, and then I passed out, but then I woke up in the morning and I still hurt like all over.
The barrel was really girthy on this.
Yeah, I would have fucking lost it, dude. I would have smashed my phone. It's the piss clown. Oh no, he's back again.
I watched Heavyweights last night.
Well, live longer since
that movie.
laughter is the best medicine. Hell yeah, dude. Have I told the story about how my aunt was his camp counselor?
You mean Ben Stiller? Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like that camp where she worked was the inspiration for that movie.
Yeah.
When he was a little fat Jewish kid. Well, chubby Jewish kid, I should say. It was
Great movie. Still holds up as a genuinely funny movie.
I forgot all about that too, but I meant to dig that stuff up. I have her portfolio like boxed away somewhere from when we moved, but I have like all the shit from the like logo design and promotional shit she did for the War Games movie and the game that came out with it. and some of her work for Cabbage Patch Kids and Aussie Shampoo.
My mom
I'll
waited
see
in
some
line for
shampoo.
like hours to get a Cabbage Patch Kid when they came out.
Yeah, you know the old Aussie Shampoo with the fucking kangaroo hopping logo?
I remember that.
She helped
yeah.
design the logo for that, and she helped design the Cabbage Patch Kids.
She designed the tail.
She
Yeah,
She
helped
just
that's
designed
actually
one
pretty cool.
element of the logo.
Yeah, she did the Cabbage Patch Kids logo with like a team of, I think it was like 2 or 3 other people, and then she did like the majority of the Cabbage Patch Kids packaging and like auxiliary stuff that came with it, like weird stickers and shit like that. But yeah, she was a graphic designer before she had passed away. She was also just like a crazy hippie too, so.
Oh, I found out Lars from Heavyweights is a comic book artist.
Lars, which one was? I haven't seen that movie in ages.
Body! Body! You know the buddy system? No? Great movie. Come on, man.
I'm telling you, I
Sorry.
haven't seen that movie
Don't know
in ages.
Fuck.
Yeah,
He does the buddy
I'm
system,
looking
but
it up right
he's...
now. I'm like, what is
It's
Heavyweight?
Ben Stiller's Fat Camp.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw that.
Okay, Tom Hodges.
Yeah, he did... his comic is called Midnight. It's on Kickstarter.
Tom Hodges, the comic artist?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
It's
He's
the
a comic
same
book artist
dude.
now.
You're sure?
Yeah, I was looking up where they are now, and he popped up.
I know who Tom Hodges is. He's a good artist.
Mm-hmm. I had no idea.
Oh,
That's
is that
cool.
really fucking him?
Nice guy too.
Oh, you met him?
Yeah, he's. I think he's local here in California. If not, he's been at all the same cons for a decade.
Yeah, on the
I don't think he
website, it
knows
said
me,
he did stuff
but-
for like Tops and Upper Deck and all that kind of stuff, and now he's been doing his own comic.
All right, I got a brag Hammerella update. We are at 12,900 with 305 backers. 26
Fuck
hours left.
yeah!
Sweet, dude.
We're at 107%. We're
Do
almost
you
at
think you'll ever
108%.
do Death Curse enamel pins? Hell yes. Hopefully sooner than
yes.
later, actually. I've been talking about
But
that.
only if Spencer is pouring the molds and the powder dye and everything himself, though.
Yeah,
we're not
right.
going to farm that shit out.
If I could
Guys, I
get
bought the kits.
if I could get the if I could get like the actual things stamped, I would do the dye myself. I wouldn't care about dropping the enamel. But I don't have the room for the machinery to do actual like the metal work. Not yet.
No. Once he gets his actual sweatshop going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll bring in the forge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
He's
my
got some gay laborers to handle
I'm
the
gonna
chemicals.
have my gay comic book artist husband, my Chinese second wife, and we're gonna be a
One of these nights we should-
gigantic happy family.
We should go
Wildly
husband hunting
productive.
for you. Like which gay comic book writer, and we'll like pick the best one for you. That should be an event one night.
The Who's Into Bears stream.
Phil Jimenez, George Perez.
Jeff knows them all already. All right, so I've got a long list here.
Those are the
why,
only two.
why do you have a list of dudes to bang me?
Well, they signed up a long time ago.
Yeah, I just figured it might
We
come
have a
up.
newsletter and everything. Spencer's Hole.
We have a whole quarterly magazine. Only thing I remember from the movie is the math problem and the guy dressed as Einstein. 9. The answer is 9. No, 9 is German for no.
Yeah, that's during the contest at the end.
Yeah. I will have to rewatch that. I'm pretty sure that's like one of Beth's favorite movies too.
There's a lot of cussing in it too for a kids movie.
Yeah.
But it's like I think Judd Apatow wrote it. But yeah, it's like a genuinely funny, good movie. It holds up.
The fat kids smuggling the candy.
They're fucking great. All the kids in it are awesome.
Oh yeah, no, that was back when like child actors were like actually like acting and stuff.
when Kenan Thompson was like the coolest kid in the world.
But then they were probably all getting molested, sadly, too. So,
Welcome to Good Burger.
It comes with the game.
yeah, right. It's like weird. Like kid actors
That's a
were
meat
like
joke.
really good back then. But, then you hear everything
the
that
Good Burger
happened
guy
now.
is
You're
a
like,
molester.
gross. Is he really?
Yeah, he's like one of the big ones with Nickelodeon. He was like ahead of their production and stuff. He was on
See,
what
dude,
was that?
slam
He did
dunk. I told
he
you
did
I'm
a bunch of those
fucking
shows.
detective.
And there was always like weird stories about him with feet. So if you watch like episodes of TV shows that he produced, there's a lot of naked feet
Tarantino references.
for children. Yeah.
There's a lot of Kinney shoe ads.
Shogun artist colored his Hammerella fan art. Oh shit!
Cool.
Check it out, dudes. Check it out. Only thing. We already read that one. Everybody gets one. I miss pouring molten metal, especially the smell. It's not something you smell often, which is probably a good thing. Yeah, something like that. I'm also a nut for miniatures, which I think we've talked about a little bit on here before. I worked at Games Workshop in a mall in high school briefly, and like just always like painting the miniatures and shit like that. And I had buddies who would have me paint their miniatures for them. But yeah, something like that would be fucking rad eventually.
I've started watching a ton of those videos of like Warhammer painting videos.
Yeah, it's kind of the same process to make the metal versions at least as it is to make like enamel pins though, which is why I was like the pouring metal coming up. I think didn't EVS do a miniature for Cyberfrog?
I don't know.
Pretty sure he did. I don't know if that's another thing that comes in the fucking honeycomb box, but if it does, I got one coming my way. Bong.
Nice.
I'll just paint that. That's the only thing. Is it weird that I'm like I want to immediately paint those fucking toys?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I want to repaint that Cyberfrog and make it not look so cartoony.
Silver Ogre. They heard all great artists have a childhood tragedy, so they decided to give them all some horrible memories.
Oh my god. Yeah, right. It's like, man, these kids are really good actors. They got that like tortured artist vibe, and they're like 12. What the fuck happened? Oh. It's like you get fucking 20 years later. It's like, this is like all the shit I watched when I was like 10 years old. And I'm like, this is so cool. And now 20 years later, I'm like, holy fuck, dude. Everything was horrible. It's like, it's easier to make a list of like who wasn't raping in Hollywood back then, which is not good.
Like fucking Drew Barrymore was going to parties when she was 10.
Guys, this isn't how process of elimination is supposed to work. You fried my brain. I think I'm pretty sure I already follow Tom Hodges on like a bunch of social media. How did I never realize he was in that movie? And he's a comic book artist now.
He's lies.
Because I think he's from the East Coast. Feel like he is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I met him at a show. I think he might do Terrificon.
Probably.
Sorry.
He's like a tour
way
artist.
behind.
And I don't mean that in any bad way. I mean, I just mean that's exactly what he does.
Yeah,
He
no,
tours
he
from
had
show
some
to
cool
show.
prints and kind of had like is like a blend of almost like J. Scott Campbell and another guy. He's obviously doing his own thing, but it had a bit of like in the chicks he did had like kind of that J. Scott Campbell vibe. Stylized, but still had the superhero proportions.
Long in the shins.
Yes, there's a metal Cyberfrog mini with the wrecked planet box. I don't even know if that's the thing I got. Is that the honeycomb box? Is that the same fucking thing? Right? Blood Honey was the first one. I don't fucking remember, dude. It's so hard to
Iced
track.
honey.
Yeah.
That song.
Don't drink, kids. Not like Casting Couch was a secret. Unfortunately, no one seemed to care. Yeah, I mean, like when blowjob is like written on the door to Hollywood, what are you gonna do?
I was like, oh, I have to give it?
Yeah, right. That's like
Damn, I've always waited for a door like this.
one of mine and Jeff's favorite dudes, Thomas Jane.
Fuck yeah.
Go read his interview about all the shit he had to do. He was basically a male prostitute when he moved out to Hollywood. It's
from,
gross.
Maryland originally, I think.
It's real gross. And I don't know.
Gender that term. It's prostitutex.
Yeah, fuck, guys. I'm so sorry.
That sounds like an awesome anime. Prostitutex.
Prostitutex.
Yeah, no, but the Punisher had to evidently take a couple shots in the mouth to get into
You have to
Hollywood.
get punished a little bit.
Yeah.
You want to give a few rounds, you got to get a few rounds.
It's fucking bonkers, man. It's like
I can hear what you're thinking. Is that guy gonna fuck my ass?
yeah, I'm like, do you really want to make a movie that bad? Like,
how much money are you offering again? All right.
it's
You mean to wash
fucking-
first?
It's wacky, dude. It's wacky.
Oh yes, Gamescape. Yes, Thomas Jane.
We are getting him in the show. Just wait for it.
Yeah, it's. Oh, sorry. What?
Shoeless
Oh,
feet
no.
and all.
Oh no, not Thomas Jane. Yeah, man. And he like is not very like he dances around it a bit, but he makes it sound like at least was blowing some producers to get in. And then I think they ask him something, and he says something to the effect of like, "And I do it all again." It's like what? Like,
Well, he was like homeless and shit, so I don't blame him.
well, yeah, that was the whole thing. Was he did the interview? I think it was like during production of that show Hung he did, where he's just like a dude with a big dick fucking chicks.
Yep.
And he was like, yeah, it's
Roll
like
of a
basically
lifetime.
yeah, he's basically like, it's like my real life story, so like I'm barely had to prepare for it.
I'd say that too if I got that role.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it's
like,
actually based on me.
he's like, well, evidently he has a monster hog, and he was like, I get to not wear underwear and like sling my monster dick around and prove that I have a monster dick to an HBO audience, essentially.
We fought over if we're gonna call it hung or girth, but
Yeah.
we decided on hung.
It has
Swiss-
the Punisher logo on it.
Swiss Colony beef log. He straight up, like, it's one of the weirdest interviews, and he did a bunch of weird ones like that, but it really was like that. Is like, it was basically like free advertising for this guy's monster dick. And I guess who doesn't want that when you're like a hot name in Hollywood, and then you can be like, I gotta fucking kielbasa, and it's on the menu, ladies.
It was a pretty
Also-
good show though.
Oh yeah, it was like, there's pretty funny. I watched like I think the first season of it, but it's really just like this guy's got a big dick, and that's the whole story.
And I think the guy
He's like
that
a
was
gym teacher turned gigolo or something like
Yeah.
that.
and I think the guy that was dating his ex-wife was the dude from the Punisher movie that he put the popsicles on.
Oh yeah. Sounds like Boogie Nights. Except Boogie Nights was a rubber dick at the end, and they just lied about it for years.
Yeah.
A bunch of people joke that like that basically made Mark Wahlberg's career, was the rumor that was his monster hog in the movie, and it was very clearly a prostate. It's like a rubber penis that
It was
very
like black.
clearly sculpted by someone.
He's got like a fake black dick on. They're like, yeah, that's my real dick.
Well, it's like, it looks like they like shaved down like the hand features on like a rubber fist penis.
It's got googly eyes on it.
Yeah, like they just carved a rubber fist down into what looked like a really veiny penis. But yeah, no, Hung is just like, this guy's got a monster hog, and then all the publicity was just like, and it's played by a guy with a monster hog, and it was like, this is weird. This show is not meant for me to be watching.
Instead of doing like finger guns, he's doing finger dick to everybody.
Yeah, just cocking it like a shotgun up against his leg. Pow pow, ladies. I'm a gym teacher. Oh Christ, what is that?
Is that Anthony Cumia? What the hell?
That's like the conversation going on, this is a good time to show you something I'd had on board for us. Have you guys seen the
Oh,
John
it's
Goodman
Goodman.
commercial?
Oh my god, I thought that was Oliver Stone. I was like,
Oh,
what is going
Cunha.
on?
It's from a John Goodman commercial where he's the head on a finger, and it's so gross.
Oh my god. I would have never guessed that was John Goodman. That kind of slot-o-mania. It looks like Joseph Gordon-Levitt with oh he got clicked out immediately. It was too gross. Anyone seen Orgasmo? Stunt cock, yes.
Yeah.
That's like
Orgasmo and Chota Boy.
right, that's the first movie from the South Park dudes.
No, they did Cannibal the Musical first.
Oh, that's right. I fucking forget about that as well. I thought that one was after for some reason, but
It came out, I think after South Park. I think both those movies did, really.
oh yeah,
After
they
South
came
Park
out
did.
after South Park, but I mean like movie wise.
Yeah, I think they probably released Orgasmo first, and then Cannibal came out. Because I didn't see Cannibal for like years after it came out.
Yeah, no, and I think the first time I saw that, I didn't even know it was them. I just like saw it on somewhere and was like, yeah, I'll watch this. Is that tentacle porn? Yeah, but with John Goodman's head on the end of it. Oh, which like I can't even finish that without starting to feel weird. Barely get through that. Watch my reaction video to that video. YouTube saw John Goodman and kicked him. Jeff, nice hat. I want a Leatherface movie, but he's wearing John Goodman's finger head.
The new Hellraiser character, Fingerhead.
Holy
Dying
shit.
John Goodman.
What was that last night? The Texas Girth Massacre?
Yep. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Dan Slotomania.
Dude, there's people commenting on that video like crazy now. The videos go up like, or the views go up like 20, 25 views daily now.
Oh shit, really?
Not that that's like anything fast, but it's like evidently all of the dudes who hang out for the live show just watch it like once a day to start their morning.
Their morning prayer.
Cannibal was in film school according to the commentary. They got Super Blitz playing a drinking game. The audio drops for like 30 minutes because they spilled beer on the mixing board. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. So dumb. Yeah, it's 1:30. We've been going for 2 hours and 11 minutes. You wanna wrap it up, guys? Or
Yeah, that's cool.
call it an early one? We'll get back tomorrow. I said I was gonna do a early one today, but I just got caught up with a bunch of shit.
Feels like a good time to call it.
Yeah, it's
You know, with
nice,
you being
quiet
silent
night.
there, Ryan.
We hung out. Ryan's deep sea diving. I might do a little gaming, so I might fire up a little gaming stream. Who knows? But
I just imagine Spencer pulling out tic-tac-toe.
yeah,
X
I'm gonna play
by himself.
I'm gonna play like pinball or Minesweeper, even older.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm gonna go game, guys.
Yeah, I'm doing a gaming
Minesweeper.
stream, guys. If you want to come watch me play fucking Minesweeper,
Solitaire.
like a G, Minesweeper on the hardest difficulty. Fucking, it's like the first Dark Souls.
Have you ever beat Minesweeper?
Yeah, a bunch of times. You
Really?
bitch. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
just asking.
Don't be
Jeez,
a puss, boy.
douche.
Hang on, douche. Speaking of bitches,
Bat
look,
Bear
with a bat mace.
by Shogun artist James
What?
Lee Stone.
More almost like a bat flail as well. That's amazing. Bat bear. Holy crap.
Bat Bear.
When the bear truly wins the battle he was destined to win, and he assumes his final form, which is eating Batman right out of the suit.
He ate him and crawled into it. Here, wait, let me show his Hammerella fan art here really quick. That's
Oh
on the
hell
feed. I
yeah!
have
Sorry. Hell yeah!
Sweet.
So yeah,
That's awesome.
James Shogun, artist, in the chat there. James Lee Stone, he's awesome friend, awesome artist, and dude,
Awesome
is that the first channel fan art?
That is hilarious. Yes, I believe that is.
Damn.
Holy shit. That
Damn.
didn't even click with me.
Whoop whoop.
I'm in shock. That is just excellent. I love the idea that he ate Batman out of it. Just unknowingly crawled into the suit and assumed the mantle.
Back to hit. Oh, he has a bear cave. Oh shit.
They put up
bear
the
cave.
Yeah, they put up the bat signal. Gordon puts up the bat signal and he just innately knows to show up. He's like, "You look different." Something happened to you? He's just bear covered in blood.
The Joker's terrorizing the city again. Oh, father.
He still disappears without the commissioner seeing him, though.
But leaves a little poop behind.
Yeah.
More like Scatman.
Alfred has to start hanging up all the food like on lines up high so the bear can't get it.
He leaves a trail of honey at the entrance to the Batcave. Just so you find your way back home, Master Bruce.
Oh, God.
Bear to me.
Just everybody goes on like nothing has changed. Bruce Wayne's a bear now.
Catwoman's still hitting on him.
DC is totally gonna steal that idea from us. That is solid gold.
That bear and Catwoman fuck.
Yeah, but thank you guys for oh my god.
That's great. Close on that. Yep.
Yeah. I might be back with a gaming stream in a little bit if any of you guys are into that shit. But take it easy, everyone.
Bye.